It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means, chat. Big night, y'all. So let's just keep the ball rolling here. Four certified, qualified, bona fide Blair runners shooting for the stars and aiming for the moon here at Wanted Episode 7 with your newly ascended champion, Fies the newly ascended. But the problem is, you know the rules. Only one can challenge him here tonight in his first ever title defense. Here at your favorite weekly episodic King of the Hill Championship saga, this is Wanted Bleach.
Yo, what's up, Jig? Thank you for the big intro. Welcome to another Wanted, ladies and gentlemen. We got a good one today. It's been a bit dead in the European tournament scene, so we got two invited North American players here. Look how things have changed. We went from EU only to like doing cross-region, and now NA is the only one doing tournaments. So GD, Tornado, and Potato both got invited today, and through the ladder climbed two European players, Atlas and Sudrops. So we got a big NA versus EU bracket once again. This was not planned. This was completely accidental. But these are the players that are going to have a shot at challenging Fies at the end of the day. We're going to start with some first to twos. Potato versus Sudrops is going to go first, and then GD, Tornado versus Atlas. Atlas, I think, just broke the record for the ladder, by the way, with 7 wins, 0 losses. 7-0 to get over here.
Well, you better keep that energy up if he wants to challenge the champion. It would be very disappointing if he actually doesn't make it all the way to championships and continues his streak, because last time we saw a streak, we had a... Now, we ain't got to talk about him. It's about the now. The franchise is gone. We have a new franchise as champion. He can shut him down. He can put out his fire. Atlas, the last of the Yamagis, and he really lives up to the name because he's got to be one of the best that there are out there. Going against GD Tornado, I see he's running Uryu. Last time we saw an American Uryu was Christian Nikki, and Christian Nikki is nasty with that Uryu from last we checked. That's going to be a fun match later on, but, you know, Potato Sujaws first. Nothing but controlled dominance. NA's #1 versus the most defensive European player we have to offer. It should be a slobber knocker.
Should be good. Should be good. Yes. So we actually, I have some lore on both Tornado and Atlas. So Tornado might not be as well known as some other NA players, some big names, but he got invited because he won a tournament over Sacred. He won a tournament over Dex. All right. So like, that's pretty damn good.
Those are top 3 NA. Yeah, those are top 3 in NA.
And Atlas, he told me yesterday, like, he asked me some Kira tags, asked me if it's legal. I saw the tag and I'm like, yeah, that's legal. That's fine, you can do that. He's like, bet, I'm gonna climb the ladder as Yamamoto, and then I'm gonna play Kira on the bracket so you can see it.
Is that the tech where he makes people's mix-ups like mixy, like you can't like flash step?
I think he just takes something? 9 stocks if he gets a soul break.
Oh, that one.
I can't wait to see it. We'll see. I mean, I think there's some things you can do to avoid it, and getting there is the problem. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's the same defensive excuse that we've used for Halibel and our guard break tech. So I'm actually welcome to Kira. He's not really top 10 when it comes to the characters, but that's the beauty of this game. All the other characters have their gimmicks that really set them apart from the crowd and make them their own individual, and show that at a moment's notice, maybe down the line, or maybe it starts here, even the low tiers can shine.
Yes, sir. Maybe the low tiers aren't low tiers after all. Well, who knows? Like, we're still discovering this game in a lot of different ways. And you mentioned Halibel, and one of the reasons why Halibel is so strong is because on Wake Up, her pressure is guaranteed. We've seen her do the shark dance over and over again, right? And the same bug that exists online that doesn't allow you to flash step on Wake Up is the same thing that enables this Kira attack, apparently, because you're waking up into an unblockable attack, and the only way you would get out of it is by flash stepping. But online, you can't flash step on Wake Up. That said, it's going to require some precise timing from Atlas, so we'll see if he pulls it off. I mean, it's something to look forward to for sure. But first, we're gonna go Potato versus Sudrops. I did announce the order was backwards to the players. I said GD Tornado versus Atlas, and then Sudrops said, I got somewhere to be, can I go first? Like, sure. So I don't know if Potato got the message. We're reaching out, paging Potato, because we got Sudrops ready in the lobby, ready to go.
BB Potato, do you read us? We want to speed run this match. Look who you have to fight. Still expecting the Stark to come out. Last I saw Stark, he was playing in that dungeon tournament just to flex. And bear in mind, he did not awaken with that Stark once. And
Yeah,
we
that's
know
how you
why
play
he
him,
don't
yeah.
awaken with
That's how he plays him.
because
Bro.
he got double the range compared to an awakening that just takes that away and makes you like every other rushdown character with less of the tools. Come on, we take that full screen range any day, which is why he sticks that out. I hope this is the time he brings that Stark because last time it was his true main, quote unquote, Nell. And breaking open suit drops is easier said than done. That bro got defense like Goichi in an arena fighter, and the mixing Sparletta with Coca-Cola of his defense with the super heavy offense character in tier is weird. I'm actually hoping that he learns something real cool because it'll be real OD to see him be super offensive. It's against his playstyle, but when you gotta win, you gotta step out your comfort zone. Suit drops, this may be the day to learn.
Might be. Well, we'll see what happens here. Potato also, like, interesting lore you brought up there. He also played Aizen last time, if you recall. Last time he was
Yes,
in the
he did.
bracket.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
the idea with Aizen was he was levying Aizen to beat Tyr specifically. So we might see Aizen versus Tyr here on Sudrops instead of the Stark. But also he got smoked by Fize on the way to Heliaster because he wasn't already had his sights on the championship match. And, you know, ran into the Bankai Ichigo that he wasn't ready for. Now that's not going to happen, right? At this stage, now Potato, he's got his eyes on Fize. Of course, like, he needs to get past 2 players to get there, and there could be surprises along the way. But it will be interesting to see him make it all the way to Fize and see what Potato looks like fighting against Fize when he's ready for the matchup that is ahead of him, instead of preparing for a potential title match that he ended up not qualifying for.
Absolutely. One step at a time. There's no need to rush. And speaking of these very same sparks that he couldn't shut down back, what was it, Wanted episode 5, when we introduced NA into the bracket, it was rough. It was really rough. He didn't have the options or the aggression to deal with heavy Fize. And Fize, if he smells blood in the water, even though he don't play tier very well, he do bite. He bite real hard. And it happened excessively. He even flexed on him with a fancy combo at the end. You think that the game plan is to slow Fize down to like a steady, footsie heavy, I got a Byakuya, so I'm gonna keep it like a slow pace. I got a Nell, so I'm gonna do that, which did not work at all. But I think he needs to just match his speed. It might work if he actually matches his speed and it plays like, I'm gonna fight fire with fire, you don't know what to do. Then when Fize is forced to be slow, I don't think Fize is gonna swim good anymore. I'm excited. I think, yeah, Potato may make it in finals. Atlas may drop in championship match. Throw in your predictions, y'all. I want to hear what y'all got for it. But if you really want to put in bigger predictions and you really want to put in bigger donations, you could donate to the Matcherino. $2.75. I'm pretty sure that a lot of unclaimed codes.
Oh,
Free,
yeah.
absolutely free. You just log in with your Twitch, hit that claim code button. In 30 seconds, you're done. You come back to stream. Come on, y'all. Look at all those codes. 39 down. You can do it right now before the next match starts. Let's take this downtime to donate to all these glorious players. We're doing all this violence and bloodshed for your entertainment. All fun.
Yeah,
All
I
for fun
found Potato in on PSN, trying to reach him. He accepted my friend request. Yes. So yeah,
What is
just
he
sent him a
stalling
DM.
for?
Sorry. He might be laughing, you know, like he thought he might have thought like his match was the second one because that's how I tagged it before plans changed. I thought my match was second.
Hey, shout
yeah.
out Trader with the 25 cents. By the way, I didn't ask you last week. How was Japan? You went to Evo Japan. I know you did. Playing Demon Slayer and whatnot. Oh man, Demon Slayer 2 is going to be a game of games. Kind of like how this one was supposed to be a game of games, so we love it. You want to go back? It's Japan. Everybody loves Japan. Can't wait for Evo France though. That's the next one on the roadmap. Shout out to you for the other 25 cents. I really want to go to Evo France. If Bleach is that big of a game, at least a side tournament for Evo France. If we love it like that, Hilly, Fize, you know, make something happen. Just run that Evo France. Just for the vibes. I mean, you don't have to worry about spectator mode, you know.
Do we not? I don't know, bro.
We're playing land if it's at Evo France. Like, why would you want to be online You could just get 2 screens PvP because
That's
everybody wants to be
facts.
player 1.
Yeah, true. Wait, what's going on?
Yeah,
Why
that's
can I not?
crazy.
Let me go party.
Am I going to Evil Friends? I wish I had the
Let's
money to
go.
go to Evil Friends. I'm not going
Bro,
to.
remember Jig
Maybe
is far.
I'm on the other side of the
Jay
world.
arrives and says, it's Wednesday night, and look behind him, bro. The sun is out. It's not
light.
Wednesday night, all right?
That's a light. This is a light. That's how bright this is. Yeah, but now I would go if I could. I'm gonna apply for comms, but I don't know how I'm gonna scramble the funds to just fly over, do my thing, and fly back. I wish, y'all. It'll be fun. Maybe I can ask Damascus to sponsor me, even though bro don't know me. I'm like, dude, I promise, with the minutes, I am worth it. I'm worth
You
it.
know, one of the tech is like grind commentary to the point where like you apply and they pay for your trip. You know? I'm not gonna say
That's
like
what
commentary
we
makes good money. Like you kind of break even most of the time, unless you're like a big commentator.
Yeah, that's the Sage Amps and Tasty Steves. They can vouch for that. Then they can do the high rates and whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
Making a break for it, it's all about locals, all about grinding in an area where there are little to no locals except online. We grind here, where the strongest of the strong are here in Bleach Rebirth the Souls to this day. And I will stand 10 toes down on this. The strongest player of the world, the strongest players in the world are right here. Mostly in France, though. If you want to flex people like Japan, why don't we see any Japanese VODs on YouTube or any re-uploads? Whenever you talk about the Japanese players or high and mighty who drop the tier list on Twitter, I don't hear any names. That's why we bring up Hilly and Fies when you say top 10 in the world, because there's nobody else to contest. Until we hold a LAN where everybody can find a way to fly out, we can sponsor all the strong ones that you got, like they did with Funko back in Ultra Street Fighter 4 days. And yes, we can have that conversation of really trying to find who's the best in the world. Ultimate Burst LAN in the future, maybe.
All right, sorry for the wait, guys, but it looks like we're finally ready. Potato is here. Potato is setting up the room because the other room had some issues. So I just have to get his screen now, and after we get his screen, we can finally get it going. Request a share screen, and here we go. All right.
Yeah.
We're about to get right into it, folks. Here's the match preview in case you missed it. We definitely are going to see Sudrops running that tier Halibel 100%. But will Potato bring Stark? I am leaning. He's bringing Aizen, because that's the counter he's been labbing for Heliaster specifically. So now we'll see if that actually pays off against, arguably a weaker tier, but a tier nonetheless, right?
Like I keep saying, clashing playstyles. That's the reason why I'm not sure about the mix match. Why did it switch to Stark? Oh,
Because I switched player 1 and 2.
So Potato, wasn't it? Yeah. In the wanted record alone, it just dawned upon me. I think it's 1-0 in Potato's favor. He actually won this exact same matchup that he's running, beating Drops' tier with Aizen. He could do it all again. I think he hyped up. I'm pretty sure. Even Silver hyped up the fact that Sudrops, no, it was you, G-Man. You hyped up the fact that Sudrops, being an Aizen main, could expose someone else who plays Aizen. The problem is Potato's Aizen is so freaking different.
Bro, this is insane, okay? Look, I'm trying, chat, but the lobbies are breaking over and over. We're really trying here. Oh my god. Yeah, we're having trouble getting them both in the room. Finally! We've done it! And there it is. There's the Aizen. There's the tier. We're ready for the first of two.
Now you know how PC players play.
Oh,
Game one inbound.
Poor PC players, bro.
It takes us like 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes just to make sure the room doesn't bust. And it's not even the internet, it's PC. Tamsol, fix it. Tamsol, put a little spectator option. I'll put like 5 little slides. You see where it says Potato and Deidar Sasori? Oh, he's going Kaien.
Oh.
Above it, just put a spectator so that we can just watch this live in stereo. A first time ever matchup between the final boss, the villain of Bleach, against the other Ichigo. the master, the lieutenant of Rukia, if you know the lore. This is the first time ever, and this is going to be exciting. And he picked
Yes,
Nerd
sir.
Aizen.
Nerd Aizen versus Fake Ichigo. We got this.
Oh, Arenero.
Yeah, he's going with the Espada fit. So you're straight up an underling. You're straight up Aizen's underling now. Well, let's go. Predictions are live. If you guys want to gamble some channel points.
Place your bets, y'all. Potato, NA's #1 versus Sue Drops. The new and enforced Cayenne May. Only one can make it into #1 contenders until we find our next match. We find out who the other half of that match is going to be. Whiffing throws and backdashing crazy. This is the strangest feeling out process of all time. It's kind of like he picked up the character yesterday. The clash with the attack. The fly through isn't going to work. And Potato gets a cleaner head.
With a flash step right there. Not the type of Aizen that will save his meter for a potential, you know, Kyoka Suigetsu. Potential gotcha. I'm not actually dead. Still gonna build it before Cayenne can actually take the full health bar. But I don't think he's too scared of that happening. Ooh, guard gets broken. Oh, hello.
Oh, run into him and just hit that SP. You crazy with it. All those fires gone. It was totally worth it. He's just sliding into the next evolution form. If it had been the previous version, it would have been an even longer race. He's going to fight his way. He's going to fight like hell just to get out of this. It's more of a battle of survival for Potato. He understands this, which is why he's just trying to land hits from afar. Your armor will save you now. You do have the guard suspended, but you can't do any SP moves in this form. You're just forced to box like any other person in Screwdrop. He's going to take advantage of that.
Apparently predictions you can vote for 0 points now? So Rekif is the only one that voted Sudrops with 0 points. Does that mean he just wins everything without gambling anything at all?
Oh, free dubs. I'm messing with that.
Oh, that's combo.
Flow state activated. Y'all don't know how flow state works? It just busts every attack that Cayenne does.
Yep.
It makes that face slash go even further. It makes it do more hits. It makes everything hurt. You just want to constantly be in that flow state with the awakening activated. Oh, baby. Sometimes you will need it, but sometimes you won't. But you still want to be in that flow state, and Aizen will be shredded to bits. The retaliation for Potato. He tried a red attack just because he had evolution. He could make it safe. And
What the English? There's no ah. There's no ah in English. Oh no. We're missing the
Japanese voice actor status. The runner. Oh goodness.
Oh, just missed.
Yeah, you
for the
gotta be
light
like in
string.
mid-range for that to connect.
Yeah, goes for the light string. Here's El Escudo. Oh, he went in with a grab. The one thing that breaks it, but like he can always interrupt it if he knows the grab is coming. Approaches safely, gets a grab of his own. Does he go for the kill here? Not yet.
Guard is down, Sudras can run up. Time to hit the jets, run in. Oh, but he ran right into a projectile. Didn't expect to sidestep either.
Yeah, his guard broken right now.
Fishing for a soul break. Because he's not winning, most Cayennes... Oh, he's actually not his first time playing Cayenne, just realized. They do the 3-3-3 strat, but he, whenever he realizes that the match reaches a certain point, which is like the halfway mark, or he's losing, or he flash steps, will that work?
Oh, but
He
look at the
decides
reaction.
to do the two-time.
Look at the reaction. Pops the Escudo so the flash step doesn't work. Of course, that's so genius, and that's a flash step on your DP.
That's how it's supposed to be done. Potato showing you. Outmatched up, the Cayenne gets hit first. Take the 4. Goodness. It almost worked. That was the Kyoka Suigetsu strategy, but with actual buttons. Your flash step hit, I'm going to just extend with a special move, and you're not going to hit me. First skill, Potato.
Dude, on reaction, he sees that he landed the perfect flash step timing, immediately popped it. He had the resources to do it, and now here's the guard break. He whiffed, no punish. Well, this is a good opportunity to just cook this Aizen. Oh, great white.
What difference does it make if a
Flash step follow up. Fight back, bro. great.
Oh, he is. That's
No
what he
reaction.
wanted earlier.
Yeah,
There's
no reaction
pseudo,
this time.
and he had all the meter to actually do it. He just fight against it. Guard was still active. He's probably saving for another time. Retaliation with the unblockable. Not like you were blocking enemy, bro. Soul break inbound for Potato. How does he get the touch? Two drops still going in. Not even wasting time sidestepping. Tension
no.
still held on because he knew that Kai's could do that. A flash tap to spend. Kill the boy. One up Potato.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. Potato played it very safe. Dewdrop's going for a risky DP there at the end on a string that's mostly safe with Cayenne. It's kind of a bad place to gamble like that, and that is going to cost him game one.
Yeah, we'll let this forward to Stevie that one is the Potato side, and this year was Dewdrop. We could wish that the Cayenne actually won, but he believed in a character switch rather than a matchup that he learned about his own character. He's learning something more about Potato than he is with the Aizen. That was rough, and it was crazy that I thought it was going to be a case of him learning more about Aizen, but the fact that he knew that whenever I pop all these projectiles, Potato's like, you're going to flash step, duh, it's all you can do. I got the meter to a Scuro, I got the meter to armor up, and then I'm going to hit you when you're trying to punish me.
I learned something about Aizen there, bro. I don't know about you, but I did learn something about Aizen. I learned that you can do the projectiles and react to the perfect flash step with El Escudo. I didn't know you could do that. It makes a lot of sense.
The first time for everything. Yeah, but like exposure on Cayenne was just, it was way worse. He has setups. Maybe that's why he was labbing in the hyperbolic time chamber before he hopped in here for the last, 15 minutes. He brings out Tier, hoping to God that she can actually make a miracle happen. After all, Potato is on match point. He can walk his way right into number one contenders and wait for his next opponent between the next match. Tier, he could just go for an Aizen mirror. That would be fun. But I think he's just afraid of that matchup, clearly. We go into game two. Ready and hot. And Dewdrops get a point for himself.
More predictions, folks, if you want to gamble some more channel points. Question is 1-1, yes or no?
It's all up to you, chat. Oh. That's better. Thanks, Video Ninja. Now the audio's clear. Oh, wait. Okay, no. So he's winning hot, but it is the early game. This isn't where the game actually starts. It's normally after you hit your first awakening, do you see when people truly win. We are Barre, we mash on people. He's not afraid of any tier in any universe. If she sees that Gale running up, he's going to hit that light attack.
I like the farming aura there. Bro just had his back turned, and any button you hit is gonna turn around and face the character you're up against. But you just let it go. Like, just stay there, back turned, farming some aura. Hello, unblockable? Good backdash.
Glorious backdash. Dewdrops, knowing his character, this is the time where he shows off the knowledge that he spent all that time with. Took advantage of the fact that he had no guard to skip free hits. Oscuro means he could go to a throw. Perfect option. It was the only thing you could have done. Flash step, we keep it simple. We're just running in with the Great White. And out of range. Glorious early game, completely out of the Halibel that is.
Dude, no.
Dewdrop. Did he finish?
Why did he? I guess he's waiting for his own. Yeah, I guess he wants to 2-tap, so he's waiting for his own wake up here.
Yeah, he could just farm for evolution. Yeah, it's great that he waited now that he's in his own evolution. Just do it. You don't want to kill here, Dewdrops. You know this.
Yeah, but has evolution, so he might play a little bit riskier. Yeah, gets caught and immediately pops it.
I'm entirely sure what he was waiting for. Maybe he was just gauging how Potato's going to fight and take that knowledge into this next, basically, round, even though nobody's got a kill yet, which certainly will be Dewdrops. The armor is just coming back, expected attack. Ooh. Potato, knowing that he's in the corner, is going to be a lot more evasive. Great hit.
It is a great first hit right there. He's going to go back. Perfect range for his tilt. And also great buttons to interrupt. Making Dewdrops guess what the range is and what option he's going to rely on. And you have a Tier. I mean, Tier is a character with big buttons, so you also have the power to make him guess. But there it is. Finally gets the Soul Break. That's a good 4 stocks. 4 plus 5 equals death, so I'm going to go for 2 Soul Breaks overall. Actually, no, this is Aizen. So you could just go for a normal kill next.
8 stocks means one less work for the Halibel, one sublimation kicks in, and the 30% is reached, soul break will no longer be necessary. The stronger form that he wanted and was just basically fighting through has been achieved. Rip off the shiesty, bro. The cocoon has shed. Two drops. Learn us something about this Aizen. Do you bait in a scooter like what happened the last round? He runs in and throws. He's a lot better with this tier. More evasion, more offense. He's throwing away all that defense he's known for just to smother Potato. Put your guard up.
I was punishable, but Potato choosing to go for the Escudo there, playing it safer. Great White. And there's the guard break, but a perfect flash step as well. And that's going to be a big punish because this is tier. And she can get you in on an infinite that is going to hurt your chances of winning here. Sublimation on Aizen finally reached. This really hurts.
The sublimation on tier is nowhere close. Sudrops is fighting for it, as you can see. You won't even need it if you get a good touch. With no meter to spend and an empty flash step to finish the job. Current is all the way full. All the win conditions are met. But she does get the touch. Damage may not be in, so he has to force a reset and a guard break. Potato got exposed. This tier is on fuego. Drops going in for his first point. We are even up in the game. 1-1. Match point both sides.
Yes, sir. The 1-1 is real. Sudrops brings it back. The Aizen counterplay didn't work. Not this time.
Time for Potato to counterpick. Keep Sudrops on his toes. Because if something I just learned, Sudrops already knows. He already knows that he just exposed the Aizen that he wanted to do a few games before. He just understands Potato's game. He understands how he loves to abuse that armor. Very well, by the way. You saw that crazy strat that he did last time, and clearly he's sure they could pull it off again. Sudrops, your offense, gold star, 8+, 10 out of 10. There were a lot different tier that we saw in those last tournaments. That was you trying to play tier like that was Aizen. Bro, this is a new Bay. She's got her new baggage, she got her new personality traits, she got her new mood swings that you got to deal with. And she says, if I want to go in to the Chipotle to eat, you listen. And you did. You were on fire, you were offensive, you did not stop exposing the guard and throwing him non-stop. 1-1, whoever wins this becomes one half of the #1 contender match next or later on tonight.
And things are starting well for Sudrops once again. Getting the first couple of hits on Aizen, working on that health bar already. And I like the vision from Potato, using Aizen as a counterpick to tier. If your greatest strength is a guard break, then why not guard break yourself? Why not control when your guard breaks by using your SP1, El Escudo? I see the vision, but last match, it backfired. It backfired heavily. Just gave tier more guard breaks than she would have normally be able to get on her own. And so that was infinite after infinite on Potato.
I'd say mostly because Sudrops wasn't confident in his mix-ups last time that they encountered each other, and he wasn't confident in using guard break strats. Maybe because he thought it was dishonorable, but who cares what honor entails, especially when you want to win. And his evasion is a lot better. Most Aizens like to stay still because what can they do? Get put in the black box. Not enough damage to kill, but they're just going to fight for soul break. And the cocoon, a shiesty, will be put on in a matter of seconds. 3, 2, Potato, you're now in your worst form. Oh, we flashed.
It's only temporary, though. Nah, yeah. So this is a transformation that triggers automatically inside of Potato's hands as soon as it fills up. But if you're in a combo, that is not going to happen. You're just stuck in a combo.
Bro was still dashing after he was out of evolution. Crazy bravery out of Sudrops.
So the thing about this awakening from Aizen, it's also unique because whenever someone awakens, they go back to neutral. They go back to a set position. If you were full screen away, like you get closer, if you were super close to each other and touching, you go back to this distance every single time. Except for this Aizen evolution. This Aizen evolution just retains the previous state, so it could actually be very tough on Aizen. Yeah, this
it's
pressure.
the only power-up that works like a PowerPoint presentation. It's not direct, it just happens. Nice combo from Potato.
El Escudo still active, breaks it with a guard. Great grab into the soul break. That's 4 stocks. He's gonna be chasing the next 4.
Yo, that ballet kick heavy tail has to have a 1% field goal percentage, because how many times I see people whiff that button because it's his best range button. Again, you see it just as bro was running up on him. Like, let me tell you something. Potato said, not our personal space. I got my evolution right. I'm gonna call the cops. Ring, ring. Oh no, the light skin is out. What you gotta say to me now? You want a box? Deer know how to throw hands though. The beach bay is gonna run up on you again in the throw. Oh, a walk up. That was his Eisen in him that he tried. And it got Potato another hit.
Yeah, Potato not looking so great in this match either. But there's still time to come back. And maybe this time he actually plays the game for the reawakening, which he wasn't able to get last time. That might be the move here, because he didn't get the kill here. Going big, using the 3 bars for the white. And sublimation has been reached.
It will be the perfect demonstration of my power.
I just realized, you know what else is devastating with all those 5 pips of meter that he has? He can throw out a random black box once he gets this 5-stock kill that he's definitely going to. Once he abuses the armor, guard broken, and just delete all the health. But I meant for the next health bar, because it would do crazy damage on the tier. That whiff is going to be devastating for you, as you can see. 2 drops getting all his combo damage. Full break is nowhere close. Sublimation is nowhere near, but he's closing on the kill, as you can see. Oh, goodness.
It could be 4 stocks, so at that level of sublimation could be enough. He may have guaranteed the reawakening already. If he wants to make it safe, he will definitely pop a white as soon as he can. That's armor. Oh my god, it went through the blue. Yeah, he's gonna save his meter. He's gonna save it for white to guarantee it. Oh, gets hit. His guard is broken still. Does this combo actually kill? It does. She doesn't need... Yeah, she doesn't need soul break, but Eisen's gonna get resurrected here. And she is still on 9 stocks. But she's 1 touch away. And then you're both full health. And it's kind of even.
For the first time ever, we're gonna see a butterfly on the Wanda stage. This true evolution. We're gonna see all the reawakenings of the game in this game.
Potato
and you actually clutched out with the butterfly, Potato.
Potato went to chat and said, "Watch me log in. Watch me log in."
All right. Do some final boss nonsense. We want to see. Get 100% kill off of 1 touch, bro. Oof. He goes right in with the soul break. Nothing Shoojobs could do. He just ran right into that. 1 down, 1 more kill for Potato to actually make the comeback of the century. Walk his way into number contenders like everybody thought.
Big monologue, but that's how you want to start it. That's how you want to start it. Now both of them have full health. Both of them are on full health, and both of them need to just reach that 30% to kill. This is back to even. But you're fighting against a character that has infinite meter.
And a character who can just delete like more than 50% of your health in 1 touch. How does Shoojobs deal with this, knowing that it could happen at any moment? Like now! He blocked it! Oh! Chain reverse frame trap!
The yellow extension just to catch you press buttons.
What I told you. It
It's
hurts.
1 mix.
That bro hurts.
It's 1 mix already.
Thing is,
wait for the next.
he can open with a... He can open with a throw. He could try it. The guard's low, actually. He's just going to fish for it. Reset him. Block that. No meter to do another one of those freight traps. Get your loops. Unless you can bait for a guard break, he's just going for all the damage he can. He's going to get a blue soon, so it's really going to hurt. Blocked well. Potato backs off. Flash step. Caught the tech. Shoojobs going in. Great white. Caught him. Didn't actually believe in the hip, but the guard breaker's there. Can you kill off of this? Get all the damage you can. 50 meter. You're going to have to bring that as skill. You have no health anymore. Shoojobs did it. Shoojobs did it. Shoojobs is going to number 1 contenders. Don't you ever say he's out, because the tier is better.
Predictions were actually on Shoojobs' side this time around. It's like chat saw it coming. Beautifully done. Shoojobs defeats the Potato, and Potato once again falls before he gets to the main card. Once again, his sights were set too far ahead, and in his step, he found elimination. Watch him lock in, chat.
Always worrying. That was a rough lock. He almost did, though. He almost did.
Yeah.
Not too close though.
A bit
Because
of a gamble, like he's just like stepping away and doing his super, and that's, you know, the first time he did it, he had the reverse meter to back it up and make it safe. But the second time was
his
pure gamble.
his late game spacing is kind of scuffed. You know, he misses a lot of those buttons that he needs to hit. And bro reminds me of Icarus. He's always like flying too close to the sun, but the sun doesn't want him nowhere near him. First he's focusing on Heliaster. Next, the new number one is Fies, and both of them are like, buddy, you gotta fight through everybody else in this European bracket. There are a lot of planets you gotta fly by before you want to get to me. And it did not happen in this bracket. He's gonna have a lot of work to do if he wants to make it to the championship set. 3 more wanteds in the future, should he actually make it and prove that he can hang with the best of the best. That was the first match. Looking forward to the next one to see who is the other half of the number one contenders match. Should he be the Uryu? Or should it be the other guy? But take the time to donate to the match arena while you do that. Atlas, the last of the Yamagis, GG Tornado, the other Uryu. Hopefully he can live up to Christian Niki's hype that he had in the last Wanted. Because Uryus are different. And Uryus love to shoot.
Yeah, we'll see if he runs the Uryu. That is the main character that he usually goes for. We are definitely not going to see this because, once again, the lore here is Atlas made it through the ladder with Yamamoto. He's very much a Yamamoto main. But then he said, I'm going to bring out the Kira once I make it to the bracket. So you guys see what happens. He's going to try to one-shot GD Tornado. And GD Tornado is actually playing the Uryu. But there you go. We got Kira on screen from Atlas. Can he one-shot GD Tornado or not? This should be an interesting one, folks. I'm going to even make a different prediction this time around. I'm just going to ask, does he one-shot?
Hopefully. That would be so cinematic. Lock in, chat. Death Note versus Code Geass. I mean, Kira versus Uryu. The nerds are boxing. Atlas going with the sub main that nobody thought he had. Thought he was a bona fide dead set Yamaji main, but this isn't even betrayal. He's just letting his young bloods, his YNs, actually show that they can throw hands. So far, it's not working. GD Tornado is laying all the Quincy arrows on the boy. The Portuguese is back to the corner. Oh.
Yellow?
Oh, it's too far.
Yeah. I wonder what the ideal was there. Alright,
this is a very fast early game, isn't it, G-Man?
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna need, for his setup, he's gonna need full meter, full reverse. And awakening also. So it takes a while for the conditions to be met. Once they are met, though, you're supposed to just, like, kill him. Just get a one-shot. Done. GG. So it's never over.
Yeah, I thought Soifon was the only one with an instant kill. Unlike Geldem, this bro needs a one good hit, and I mean a really good hit to get it. But normally, with Kira's, I learned that you're spending your meter just to get in, or at least keep your opponent still, because the Awakening basically slows your movement skill. That's how his Bankai works, and it becomes really hard for Uryu to dip and dodge. I don't think GD Tornado is going to have a problem with that when he's shooting the guy from a range. He gets his Awakening first, the cuffs are off of this Quincy. Show you the true power that he always yaps about in the show.
Sniped. First blood goes for GD Tornado. No surprises so far. Big kill. Kira, however, is about to build what he needs to build. There's the evolution. Might pop it at any time. Gonna play a bit risky first. But yeah, another condition you need to reach is you need to soul break. Only after or a soul break can you actually land the rest. So we'll see.
A lot of conditions for that. I think it's very fair. You know, like how reverse is needed for Aizen. Getting close to Spirit Drive for Bankai Ichigo is a bit unfair, but he's the one who just needs all the meters to be full and a health bar to be deleted. He's the one who's just trying to find a way to at least whittle down GD Tornado to at least a unfavorable position, but he's barely below 50%. No Scorpion Tether because it's not in range, and he's running into more arrows. Just heavy lights from GD Tornado is being the bane of this matchup.
Yeah, I don't know what his game plan is here. He's spending a lot of meters, not using the evolution. I guess I don't know what the setup is anymore. And like he keeps doing this very unsafe string and keeps getting punished.
Just give it time.
I guess GD Tornado is now just wasting time. He doesn't want to get the kill before he gets sublimation, because that will give him a guaranteed win after soul break.
Look at his guard too. Used the actually really good white just to keep him off of him. He's trying to keep space. Did not expect to throw. Scorpion Tether get back into a great reset. Strike, nah, throw. Extension with flash step. Low enough, but white reverse keeps him above the 30% mark. No snipe is blocked. And another throw. GD has not teched a single one of those.
Not enough.
Attempted. Oh, a pixel off.
He was going for it. He's got the reverse. He's got the meter maxed out. One touch could be enough. No, bro. No, bro. What?
Frame trap.
Hang on. I don't think that's how you're supposed to use your reverse. So I think he needs to build reverse again.
I think he thinks he can afford it.
He's going for it.
First, 2 stock down.
Let's see. 2 stocks. Use your SP2, but now you don't have the meter to regenerate and do it again. That is the problem.
He doesn't even spend meter a bit.
There you go.
All right, lockdown.
Now he's building meter with his light attacks. And he's got it again. So, get the Keycon. Boom, that's another 2. Now, because you don't have reverse, you're not going to build it a 3rd time. That is the problem. Right, so you're going to get another unblockable setup here. That's another 2. And now if you had meter, you would build enough meter to... If you had reverse, you would build enough meter to go for a 3rd unblockable, but he doesn't have it.
Thank God, by the way, because that would truly be unfair. This is why people were worried about this being a problem. But the reason why this counterplay is great because it just puts you in a last stock situation. He could have done it later, but what's the use? Like an instant kill anyway. Plus, this is Uri with Reawakening to fight his way back. Like he's even gonna need that. 5 stocks deleted, and also it happens to be the kill because 4 + 5 equals death. As said earlier, GD is halfway to victory.
So he did not get the 1-shot, chat. I'm sorry if that was your prediction. GD Tornado gets the 1-0 for game 1. But I'll ask you the same thing. Do you think he gets it on the 2nd try? Now you know what it is. Now you know the conditions. Now you know how tough it can be to get. I think he really sold by just doing a lot of unsafe stuff. Like, he was doing a lot of flash strings on block. Ishida was getting free punishes. And then he just, like, panics and does a yellow reverse. And, oh, actually, I'm not going to ask that question because we're going to have a character change. Yamaji comes out. I guess you got a taste of what it is, but... he wants to go out on his main. So let's see. Do you think this is the character that brings Atlas back? Do you think this is the 1-1? Chat, predictions are live once again. Spend your channel points.
It's all in your hands. Place your bets, place your bets. The true main has come out for the last of the Yamajis. Atlas is playing with full force. No need to spam those windy 10 runs. But you thinking Nasa's on screen? That's the wrong anime, y'all. We got fire. Shiranui like Imai. Old enough to be your grandpa. Crazy. Now, the Quincy that he hated back in the day, playing how you always do when you're Yamaji, just mash heavies. You're nowhere close to overheating because the more heavies and more mashing you do, except lights, because that lowers the meter, and that dash over there, the lower the meter will get. You do not want that meter to be maxed out because 50% of your health will go bye-bye. Atlas knows this better than anybody else because he is managing the oven very well on GD Tornado.
Yes, sir. And the light attacks can also be hit on block. You don't have to actually land the light attacks. Can be on hit or on block. The bar will go down, and Atlas is definitely very used to managing that bar. It doesn't mean that once in a while you don't just pop it accidentally, because you're edging. You're playing with fire, literally. But with
you got the cheesy jokes.
But he's definitely used to it. He's definitely used to keeping an eye on it. And oh my god, the blue.
Oh no! Why do Yamajis do this all the time? The flash step is there at least, but what's the point? You blued. I think you wanted in between white. It did not come out. Now you're raced to getting your straight up 6, maybe a smidge harder. Should you not do that again? Shiranui fire out, and your soul break. We upside down with it like we're taking a selfie, back flipping off of a mountain. But the one who sends you flipping is Atlas, as he just burns his 3 stocks off of Uryu. For certain, the next touch will kill.
Bro, I want to echo something Sacred is saying. This is going to be a single-player game, and the reason for that is because of Yama's tilt. Yama's tilt is projectile invulnerable. So what do you do against it as Uryu?
You gotta fight him like a rushdown character, low-key. You dip and dodge as well as you do with Uryu, and Buddy won't touch you, even though that tracking is pretty nasty. Everybody was worried. You know, I was thinking, since it's not as safe as it used to be back in his day, I thought people would use it less. Atlas is still brave with it because he knows if I can go right through the projectiles and I can just slide right through your SP, what's the point? Projectile invo means all your projectiles work, GD. You just learned today.
Oh, yeah, it's a single player game. What can you do? You can go for a guard break here, actually. No, not quite. Oh,
Not enough. All he can do is light. He's realizing it's not even physical enough. GD had nothing to do but just take it. Unfortunately, you might as well do something provocative. You know where I'm going with this, but you're still getting opened up, opened wide. Bust it, spread eagle. Evolution's gonna kick in. He's just gonna kill you instantly. Wasn't slow enough on the punish. The counter's still connected. Get your 6. Atlas, you can just clean this up right now.
Yeah. This game is going to be an absolute massacre, but GD Tornado still has one more game to counterpick. I mean, he's going to try, and that counterattack could be the start of something, but that is a counterattack that costs 2... Oh my god, what a button. That's a counterattack that actually costs 2 bars a meter, and Yamamoto is actually kind of nerfed now because he can't use his tilts. If he does, he's going to enter burnouts. The bar is too full. Well, I guess from that close he can. Yeah, lower that bar. Definitely needs it. DP.
Frame trap.
Does he go for the kill? I mean, he's very far from sublimation. He's gonna wait.
That blue.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Like, you can lose these stocks. Ishida can go for it. You can use white. Sublimation on Ishida.
Well just get his kill.
Yeah, Tornado, get your chance. Get your damage here. Because you know it's going to be free. You know that Atlas is not going to fight back until he has sublimation, so it's up to you now. It's up to you to take the best of this, make the best of this, and actually go for a comeback as best as you can. Deals a little damage because of the recovery.
Oh, we tried the heavies again. Was it Atlas who was in that Yamaji mirror with Blendian, the Sparking Zero finalist, and they had that whole race with the Yamajis to sublimation, and they were just doing the reverses wrong?
Probably, yeah. It was either him or a Hollow. Hollow back then was also a Yamamoto main.
Right. Another thing to learn about Yamamoto is...
Oh.
It was Toji. No, Toji was dangerous. I missed that guy. Atlas realizes that it doesn't have to be a mirror for him to race the sublimation. If he wants the 6, he'll take all the time he can get. If you're not going to get your kill, he basically wasted his time to reach it. GD is just walking right into Atlas's win condition position. Because Kira, this may not be Death Note, but this is exactly as planned.
Yeah, I don't know why GD isn't being a bit more aggressive. Like, take your kill while you can. Obviously, you're gonna build a sublimation. But it's also good for Ishida to have wasted this much time, because he got the reawakening now. He's got that evolution ready to go. That's gonna heal him a decent chunk, like a third of his health bar. Plus, builds reverse once again. Oh, you gotta awaken right now. Yep.
No choice. You're just gonna get killed in that scenario, and there would have been no reawakening. You're not Bankai Ichigo. You don't get a free revive. Can you clutch this? Not gonna lie, bro. You may be playing a nerd, but earlier wasn't very smart because you walked right into Atlas's win conditions. Good enough block. You have to hold this. You didn't hold it. Your health is going down very slowly too. Like your Yamaji got opened up again. He's forced to soul break because he was getting those early kills earlier. Atlas dives in. What a match. The light attack stuffs Atlas.
Here's the thing. The timer is looking scary now. So that stalling from Atlas might actually backfire. Whoa, beautiful. The button is good, but still didn't work, even though he timed it correctly. Alright, he's spamming the flash steps. He's spamming that. Oh, gets the hit. The counter.
Oh, goodness. It was so sneaky you didn't see it. Spamming 6, the arrow rain like he Dante.
You gotta get in there.
Right.
Oh, big yellow. Big SP1.
Yeah.
Flash tap it.
Not enough. You got flash tap.
Yes, sir. With 14 seconds on the clock, Atlas is gonna close it out. Take those 6 stocks. Tie up the set. Surely we're gonna see a counter pick from GD Tornado. That was long, but didn't look like he was losing for a lot of it. I mean, GD Tornado might have been a visionary there. with that much stalling before he got the kill, because you know then you play the timeout. Almost backfired on Atlas.
Atlas had no problem once sublimation activated to just go, because he knew you just gotta go. The timer was low. He was looking at all points. So nah, that condition of stalling that well when he didn't get the stocks yet, he could have just gotten his free kill and then he could have played the stall game. Kind of slipped up on the boy. It really did. He has to pick somebody who knows how to box, and that guy who knows how to box is one of the 4 heavenly kings, Kayan. 4 heavenly kings and queens? 4 heavenly souls. That's a good one. One of the 4 heavenly souls, Kayan, S+ tier, S star tier character, who has no projectiles to anti-Yamaji so that he can go right through. Instead, he's gonna be the one face slashing the boy. The difference is, unlike this guy's heavy tilt, who takes forever to charge in like a Potemkin or something, Kayan goes right through you like a face slash. Once he activates his flow state, which he should right now, GG Tornado is just being very patient. It's match point, y'all. Put your predictions in. Whoever wins this gets to fight 2 drops for a number 1 contender spot to challenge the Ascended Fives later on. But so far, Atlas wants to be the one to put Tornado's dreams in the sewers.
And that's a nice start from both players, both getting a hit. Water versus fire. This is the matchup that GD Tornado believes in. And he's for real gonna like outrange this Yamamoto, no problem. Unless there's a signature move. This move right here is pretty much the only one from Yamamoto that can reach Kayan before Kayan can reach him. But it's an expensive move when it comes to his fire gauge.
This Avatar fight is going to be rough. But I think GD has the tools to abuse Atlas's use of the fire gauge to force him to get in excessively. It even make him waste a heavy tilt by just mashing on him and then getting a free combo. It hasn't happened so far. Atlas is winning, close to 30%. He's going to get his soul break eventually. He's working on his guard little by little, making whip throws with the backdash. Atlas read that to absolute dirt. But he did connect with the follow-up attack because bro teched out. GD Tornado gets a free combo and a flow state activation. Extension, 30% not reached. Got to get this first hit, this next hit, very quickly.
Yeah, I don't know what that drop was all about. Man tried to dash in and go for light attacks. When you throw that SP2, your fire gauge does not increase for a bit, so you're free to press that triangle button and go for damage. You might be waiting, you might not want the damage. You know, still not awakened. Last time he got a blue, if you recall that, in game 1, so it took him a while to get awakened. This time, that's not happening. Gets in with his tilt. There's the stagger. Goes for a backdash trying to bait a throw.
Oh,
at
goodness.
that close range, that move is actually punishable.
Imagine one activation of reverse being the difference maker, like a bad whipped flash at League of Legends World Championships. Was all Atlas needed just to survive this matchup. He almost lost it. It just made his race to getting the stocks he wanted a lot harder. That's all it did. Tornado had the opportunity to capitalize, but he didn't. All the options are meant for Atlas to actually just straight up win, and GD Tornado just wants to go in on the boy and smoke him, put out his fire. He got the water to do it. This is an Avatar fight, bro. You think a waterbender is losing this? The waterbender is losing this. The health did come back thanks to the white reverse. GD Tornado going in again with the attacks. Afterlife on the guard. Oh, buddy, you shouldn't have smoked like that. Atlas is taking advantage with his punish. Flash step extension wasn't empty, not like he needed that. And the heavy tilt lands. Kill.
Yes, sir. Has to spend a meter, but that's gonna give him 4 stocks. And Yama can chase the 5 up next on sublimation. Looking good for Atlas right now. GD Tornado's not that far behind, but he doesn't have a 6 stock kill, so he might actually wait for sublimation here before he gets the first kill. That would probably be the optimal way of playing. He almost has white with 2 bars only, but he might pop it just for that sublimation kill.
Might save it for a next round situation. I think he thinks he could just tank a few more hits and then just straight up get his kill, which he knew very much. He just guarded up. He knew it was just enough meter to get right above sublimation, and he won't even need to waste white. He can use it for this scenario. 5 down. Both of them are at a 30% kill opportunity, but it's a lot harder. Just a smidge harder for Atlas.
I mean, Atlas, no, not the blue, bro. Not the blue.
Yellow for blue.
Atlas
Again?
also just needs the 30% because Yamamoto has a 6-stock kill. So they are kind of even right now. That reverse might have sold him. See, there you go. All orange. All orange stocks. But yeah, matchup-wise, maybe Yama has the disadvantage here. That's going to hit with a throw. Atlas. The mix is not successful. Great tech from GD Tornado. Slice and dice the SP2, big damage. Flow state
like
still
sushi.
active. The throw whiff!
Just in time. He just whiffed a light and then realized I gotta hit a heavy and it just managed to hit. He was in that much recovery. Atlas with a second chance. GD Tornado going in again. He still got the touch. What, he clutched? He didn't get smoked. The waterbender worked. Tornado's going to a number 1 contender spot against Sudrops. America still lives.
Yes, sir. GD Tornado versus Sudrops in the first of 3 coming up. Big Kayan victory here. I wonder what kind of matchup we're going to see next, because we've seen both Ishida and Kayan from GD Tornado. We've seen Kayan and Tyr Halibel from Sudrops, formerly a Nice and Main, so yeah, there's no telling what these characters will bring to the table, but that was a cool match. Atlas wanted to show off the Kira stuff, and I think he kind of did. If he had reverse, you know, he could just keep doing it and until the character's dead. That's kind of the idea there of the tech. But Mana spent reverse in a panic. By the way, when I say vote for predictions, guys, this is the second prediction where 0 people believed in the winner. Just put 10 points in. Just put 10 points in and you'll be good. Honestly.
Underdog story just works.
We might go straight to the first 3. I actually need a toilet break, so let me get a quick one, folks. Sudrops is going to hate me for this because I think he has somewhere to go, but it is what it is. I really need to go to the toilet, so be right back, folks. See you in a bit for the first of 3.
hopes and memories, rebirth of the unholy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wanted O'Clock. Can we just keep the cat and get rid of Jig? That's so adorable, bro. That's
What's
adorable.
about? This is my real hive mind. Hey, cat, spit something real quick. Hey, yo, I'm a cat. Welcome to Wanted. This guy's ugly, so I decided to be pretty and grace your screens with more Bleach action. Where you want to go?
I
Let
don't
go
think
of
he's
being
happy,
human.
bro.
I don't
Let him
touch
go. Let him go. I don't think he's happy.
He hates being carried, but normally he's the one misbehaving and jumping on my lap, and then
yeah,
he just
no, I
changes
know the
his mind.
feeling. I know the feeling. I got one that's very similar, but is asleep right there. I don't want to bother him. Her actually. Yeah, we're ready for the first of three. By the way, it is gonna be GD Tornado who just beat Atlas up against Seudrops. And folks, we could be looking at a match that looks like an Ishida versus Tier, but we could also be looking at a Kai and Mirror, but we could also be looking at I don't know, so many different combinations, right? So let me tell you what we have on our hands, because the players are ready to go and they're already in the lobby. This is Seudrops aside. GD Tornado's bringing Rukia. Okay,
Rukia!
Rukia.
With the mustard color! Ew, but still baby Rukia!
So,
Oh,
who do you
my
think
heart.
wins game one? Folks, the top tier are one of the worst characters in the game. Let me know.
But she is not the worst character in the game. She got sauce, and you're gonna see her right here. Her combo potential go crazy. First to three, number one contenders match is locked. Winner of this challenges the Ascended Fies. Next, will it be the Portuguese Seudrops on this way stronger tier, or this random Rukia who popped out of freaking nowhere? This is gonna be one for the ages.
Yes, sir. I think I put the cursor on screen, didn't I? I was so
Yeah, that was
sorry.
accident.
Yeah, the players see
You put the
it, so
cursor in
it's
it jinxed Tornado
Yeah.
to do a bad reverse with the extension.
No,
with the
Seudrops
yellow.
actually sees that on his screen. That's why I touched it by accident.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
Damn PlayStation screen share stuff. He's still locked. It clearly did not phase him at all. He is locked in. He's like locked in, kind of like bro wasn't locked in with that. Aizen smoked and sniped with the Byakurai.
I have
GD
to.
Tornado's
I
teaching
had to
us.
give him a handicap, right? He's playing a tier against Rukia. This is not fair. This is not fair.
It's not that bad. At least it's not Shuhei. Rukia actually got sauce. I'm just hoping that GD Tornado does too. He did sauce up with Kaien earlier. So if he plays this plethora of characters, that means I want to see a crazy Hado loop. Those fire loops are gonna go crazy. 50% once she's awakened. Not every day that you see a Rukia this deep in a challenges bracket like this. And I think Tier wants to put these low tier dreams away, out to pasture.
Oh, baited. Soul break
And kill.
immediately. That's 4 stocks. Rukia not even awakened, losing 4 stocks. Tier on half health still. Yeah, this is not looking great. This is not looking great.
Uh-oh. Evolution. Pop that shit guy. Do your crazy combos, please. That's all I want to see. I'm not praying on your downfall. No offense, GD, but I'm not even looking for you to win. I just want to see you do a crazy combo. Just one. For
Rukia
the
has
clips.
a crazy combo. I will say that. She actually has a really cool SP2 combo, but I think she needs yellow for it. It's good damage.
And there are a plethora of ways to hit it.
Yeah, for real. Alright. I'm not seeing any tilts from Rukia, any mix-up with signature move holds. I don't know, I don't see it.
That thing got plus frames. Like, he hasn't even abused the plus frames a bit. He's only been just hitting the signature move button, barely heavy
there it
tilting,
is.
just outspaced here. Even though her range is even stubbier, but it's just enough to get the job done. Try to be like, my amount of inches be enough. Pause.
Yeah, like he's
Resumes with the offense, Seudrops.
He's getting the plus frames, but he's so far because Tier just has the range, right? Oh, there it is. There's the combo. SP1 starter. Kept it simple
he just
there.
wanted
Not a
to
lot of
finish.
resources to go for anything else, to be honest. Pew pew.
Yeah, I think he needs to farm for like 150. He's just challenging with these Hados. She got a projectile to actually keep Tier away, but she's just too fast, so what is the point? It's not like they're projectile invulnerable on that freaking dash in, but it's enough to just sidestep, dip and dodge, backdash. He blocks it this time. Seudrops kept getting hit by that, even though it barely did any damage. I think he's not really betting on the
I think the idea is to dodge the pressure with SP1, but first of all, you're only gonna get that sometimes because you don't always have 50 meter. Second of all, yeah, sometimes it's just blocking. I don't think that's what you wanted. I think you wanted White to go sublimation.
The recovery frames in this game is total nonsense. You thought you waited long enough for a move to end and you still get yellow. Tamps off, why?
Hey, that's
what
fine.
kind of scrub thing is at least
Thanks
GD got a kill.
Helping. Yeah, thanks for helping me with this kill. That's gonna get me to sublimation. Kamehameha!
Rukia, that's the wrong anime.
Wrong anime.
Alright, no need for Soulbreak. He could actually clutch this somehow if he just doesn't get touched at all. He's nowhere near having 150 meters, so he's not going to do too crazy combos. Hey, he can Y reverse and get extra meter.
And he can just Y reverse some projectiles, you know. She's got some. She can play safe.
Going steady doesn't always win the race, Rukia, but it is now. Chain reverse, go crazy. Tries one.
Combo.
Finish the job.
Look at the damage. Look at the damage.
Reverse it. He did reverse it.
Oh, no shot! He actually won that!
And he still got the hit! Low tier matters! Low tiers matter! GD Tornado proves it! He leads the set!
Crazy win! Crazy one! Landed the combo that Jig wanted to see and made the comeback that one person believed in the predictions. One believer! Rukia just beat Tyr. Arguably #1 character in the game.
Bro, I swear, if this was live and in stereo, I'd have somebody have confetti up. Do like Sora back in Super Smash Con. Bro, fireworks, production! Rukia low tier actually won! This is a celebration! And we got that on video too! Somebody clip that. Please, I hope somebody clipped that.
Oh, don't worry.
That's
this goes to the YouTube. This goes to the YouTube 100%. This is beautifully done, GD Tornado. Already won the set, even though the set is not over. But here we go. Do we get the 1-1 next, chat? That's the prediction. Does Sudrops lock back in? Or does the Rukia keep getting the dubs?
Yeah, that was pretty nasty. Kind of murdered Tyr in that last stock situation, like her middle name was Drake. And would you blame her? Do you see the way GD has the Rukia dripped out? No wonder. Acting like Kendrick Lamar, the way she's bringing home the I love this game. I love how even low tiers can win from out of nowhere. I think Sudrops is a bit pissed at how he lost, how he probably got clipped. I think he's just thinking, I'm gonna just win now, get my 3 straight, get this over with, no more holding back. Dash in because he has the current meter. That's what it does, y'all. You hit the sig, just turn around, hit the spin move, you dash in, and you do your throw for free. Her command dash is disgusting.
Alright. The mustard is gonna whiff the button. Byakurai, miss, no punish. She's not in Awakening yet, she doesn't have that crazy range. But yeah, I think Sudrop's really struggling to get past the projectiles once GG Tornado starts just shooting those fireballs. You know, not going for sidesteps, not going for any options that just like negate that. He's straight up just tanking them.
Yeah, he's not really hell-bent on his sidesteps either. Oh, great throw again. GD has yet to tech those. He just believes that he can run in and just block at any point. Maybe again it's the eyes in him. And I hate to do this to you, chat. I'll do this one last time in the entire Wanted, I promise. But in a what would Hilly has to do scenario, normally he just cuts his dashes and sidesteps at the last second out of prediction, out of reads. When he knows there's a space, he would sidestep right there, just at the startup of his dash, just to get a hit. The thing is, Sudrops is believing that at one point GD is gonna get frustrated, stop throwing projectiles, and want to fish for a hit. That's when Sudrops finally goes in. Even though he doesn't have the option to challenge, he does have the speed, it can get stuffed with the projectiles. He still believes somehow that eventually GD Tornado will just walk right into the mouth of the shark. Soul breakdown. First kill.
There it is. Soul break. This is a very similar situation to the first game, where it was looking so one-sided towards Sudrops. Gets the soul break. Now even with even more health than last time, and before Rukia even gets her evolution, right? Background music is there, just super low. This is Sudrops' settings. He just has music very low, but it's there.
Wait, y'all can't hear that? Crazy.
It's very, very low.
Yeah, the sound effects are loud. You can hear like the air of this area, bro. This Training stage sound like a damn warehouse.
Up we go.
What
Lagota. This is a big combo. No, drops. Seer drops.
White reverse, run up. Just trying to buy this time. He thought he could run in and get a free hit. This is what GD is doing. He's just walking right into the mouth of the shark when he has the projectiles to actually camp. The white reverse will save him. At least bring him back to 50%. Guard's getting real low. Hey, buddy! Just gets opened up. Back
Good
dash. The step back and the fadeaway.
Combo. No, the drop. He doesn't have the meter to do any bigger combo. That wasn't like going to be the big damage that we know. Jumps back, uses the remaining meter to just stay safe and escape the mix-up. Bar was looking very low, so had to do something about it. Lagota, big guard break. And this is going to be some damage, but I don't know if he wants to finish it. He might get sublimation here. He gets it.
Picked him.
No, he ran out of... Oh my god. He should have just kept going. He ran out of reverse meter, so couldn't flash that, but should have just kept the combo going.
Imagine if it just lasted just till the very last second. He was probably mashing it in the background, finally gets his kill so they can get his point on the board. But the reason why it didn't happen is because that thing expired. Reverse was like, nope, you think you're gonna kill here? We want you to play more neutral. Score is tied. 2 drops, beats the low tier with a big, perfect game, no socks. No stocks lose. Man, got me scrambled. What, do you think she got socks on? No. She'd be walking around barefoot. She's
No
a surfer
socks.
girl. Look at her. Beach
No
hair and
socks.
everything.
No socks.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Seer drops so crazy, by the way. Actually pulled it back there with that one, but we'll always remember the Rukia win. You can get all the soul crazies you want now, but we'll always remember the Rukia win. That was so sick. Hopefully he switches to Uryu. Let's see. I think the Rukia surprise pick worked for the first match, but I think she's done her job. GD Tornado might switch now. I'm going to ask you guys who takes game 3. Is it Seer drops or GD Tornado? But you can wait for the character switch. There it is. Uryu. To cast your vote on the prediction. Who takes this next game, game number 3?
Good thing for this boy GD, no same problem that he had fighting against Yamaji, who was just tanking and barging and train wrecking through all the projectiles he shot. You saw Tier's dash, she was getting smoked, straight up char grilled by all the Hados that Rukia was throwing excessively. GD Tornado was okay with zoning. That was the Uryu at the back of Tornado's mind that he wanted to bring in, which he can do now. Game 3 locked, 2 more games, and we have our number 1 contender. Just shooting, keeping her at bay, heavy attack, go real far. Is gonna have no problem doing Acid Rain, except for the fact that I think Tier can just dash right through it. It's the Byakuya matchup that she has at the back of her head. Those 2 SIGs just fall from the sky or just rise from below. They're 3, so you can just run right through them and just smother Tornado, but it's not happening. The early game isn't Tornado's favorite. Place your bets, y'all. This is gonna be rough.
Big bets on Tornado, it seems. Big favorites to win this next match once that Uryu pick came out. He's got most of the points from the prediction. We'll see if it's for good reason or not, but he's one of the best Uryus, if not the best, right now.
A lot different from Christian Nikki I'm seeing. Hey bro, you know what I just realized? Why am I saying that you can dash in between of the Acid Rain when I just see that he can literally aim it back and forth like it's Mortal Kombat at the 3 ranges that Byakuya plays at. You can shoot it close, you can shoot it full screen, or you can go in between. It's all about how he reads how far Tier is gonna be. I think that's how he separate. That's what separates the good Uryus from the other Uryus, like knowing where everybody's gonna be at any moment and just keeping them locked in one place so that they never start their offense.
Yeah, the problem
Get awakened, bro.
The problem with the rain is you can only do it on Oki, right? So after you blow the opponent away, you need that space, you need that activation. And Byakuya doesn't always need that. Byakuya just waves his hand and petals fall.
With the flick of the wand.
Yes, sir.
Byakuya really be like Wingardium Leviosa. That's crazy.
Went to
Dippin'
Oliver,
dodge
got
heavy
his
to light.
wands. Went to Hogwarts. Professor McDonald taught her plants. And then Byakuya became one with the flowers.
What is this matchup like? Teen Beach Movie versus Code Geass? Oh goodness! Surfboat open up, just ran right into the throw. Sutrops really likes that kind of mix up. When you have full screen and you're not pressing any buttons, he's like, all right, I have all this free real estate to go in for a throw. Guard's getting real low, half backs off because he expected GD to shoot. He does it late, off the tipper. Just running in, playing his space very well. Sutrops is actually trying his best to outpoke the Uryu. Just barely out of range. GD takes advantage.
Alright. Keeps trying to poke from a distance. There it is, Lagota. That actually should confirm into a combo, but I think maybe Sudrops was a bit too far. He definitely realized that. This definitely combos though. Into guard damage. A great stagger there. That's something Sudrops does over other tiers, like where they would get guaranteed guard damage. Sudrops goes for much more of a wow.
No!
Wow.
That white was actually perfect. It
The
landed
white-
just in time.
The white was perfect
In the
because it was right before she got hit, but she got hit by the arrow anyway, which triggered the follow-up flash attack from GD Tornado. And because she was safe, she just blocked it and punished. Oh, the yellow? This should kill?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Reverse is basically a free attack. All three versions of him. It just hits different.
Hello. He baited perfectly, but didn't really punish accordingly. Lagota though, this is a combo. Throw another one. Sublimation has been reached. We're not going to see any time wasting at all. But we might see a reawakening from Uryu. Character's not done.
If he doesn't get touched in the next 20 seconds, he's definitely guaranteeing the Rasengan coming out so that he can land a crazy counter, which might not happen. Soul Break is close. She is forced to do it. You see how far she is from even reaching Spirit Drive. Go in for your kill. Rasengan reached. Last burst situation. GD, what are you doing?
Nah, he's waiting, he's waiting. That doesn't kill. Next hit would. So he's got to pop it. Because you might not have time to react to a combo. The first hit from the next combo could have been enough to kill. He recognized that immediately. Pops the reawakening. This is going to heal him a bunch. But the perfect
How
flash
to
attack
go
is gonna
down.
finish it. Yeah. This ends it. Right here. No, he doesn't have the meter actually. Never mind. Puts him in a very bad spot.
Yeah, if he had like one more, it would have done it. Sudrops can get touched. It doesn't matter. You see all those stocks bro has, but it means you lose the Soul Crazy. That would be like 3 Soul Crazy he could have gotten. No explosion on the throw. Get off of me, says Tornado. Sudrops says, what are you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear. I want to smack those glasses off your face, for real. The guard break may not come in because you see how low that is, but he's just trying to fish for an open up. You're going to expose yourself eventually.
No
GD
Soul
Tornado
Crazy.
says, nah. Soul Crazy gone.
No Soul Crazy. It was close. But this is a very good character. Reawakened Uryu is a problem. If he gets one hit, this could be bad for Sudrops. Oh.
He cracked like that. It's like
Blue,
the second
blue.
time he called out a heavy.
Oh,
Whoa!
punish!
What? Blocked it! No, Jaws blocked it! How is it? Okay, he just knew. Let's just talk to that. It's the flash step. You get your hit. You block because you expect a blue coming in because you have all that reverse. Base GD Tornado right into a trap. Sudrops is on match point.
Beautiful. As once again we see the curse of sacred in chat. This low-key GD game. This low-key GD game. Never mind. Sacred every time. Every time.
Oh, bro. Why you gotta do this?
Yeah,
you
the
just
white
gotta
arrow
put-
was crazy. You did white on your arrow and then you flash followed up and you blocked it. That was crazy.
Twice in the same game. Imagine that. And Sacred's putting in his best for whoever he thinks he's gonna win. Previous number one contender did challenge. It was him, right? He did challenge Fies in the last one for the vacated wanted title. Putting his best in for GD Tornado, America to America. All these invaders coming in trying to show Europe that they can hang with the best of them. Maybe eliminate them from the wanted bracket that we started because this is the European kickoff. But America has yet to win a wanted title. 2-1. How does GD Tornado fight his way back into this one, G-Man?
We'll see. I mean, I think a big way to do it is, you know, securing that distance. And Sudrops has been very good at closing in. But Edis can also play a bit more unpredictably, a bit more patiently. There you go. Poke that from a distance.
Playing very well. Baiting with the heavies. It's not like Sudrops is going to do those crazy flash steps in the early game. That's a late game kind of thing when you got to clutch up. And this clutch factor is so awake. He's shooting, making Tier a bit irritated, choosing when you're going to go in. Tried the current heavy. It did not land because it's got a lot of startup, even though it do got a lot of hit stuns too. The white verse worked. It was the wrong range for the Sig. GD Tornado is just gauging the ranges again, trying to make sure that Sudrops doesn't get in at weird angles, but Sudrops is playing very patient. One more time, it's the Eisen player in him. Defense do work in the right situations.
Sunotedoka gets in with a grab. These grabs are really working on GD Tornado.
See that? Tornado hit the step back and the shot to bait the throw. Glorious work out of him. Extra reverse meter means he's going to recover the light back to 100% and get close to getting Awakening first. Tier is back on the race. He can still it, but he was just getting his first. Mine before yours, baby girl.
Whoop. Another grab, but this time safely evolving at a free combo break. Here comes Ishida. Awakened now.
Mudada. Oh wow, I actually really like that. I really like that notice from Sudrops. He's like, I might as well just find the perfect opportunity to hit you, and since I know that you're probably gonna shoot me if I just try to be reckless, Sudrops just plays his ranges. Played it like a 2D fighter. He doesn't really sidestep much, as you can see. I don't think I've seen him do that once.
Ooh, he got
right
hit,
into Awakening,
though.
thank you.
Dude, he got hit as he hit the Awakening. The health was almost empty.
I don't know how he got these. Yeah, Tier is clearly whispering some kind of sweet nothings to keep this boy alive in this wanted bracket to at least give Sudrops his first championship match. What, has he been in almost every wanted, and not once has he challenged for the wanted title, but he's always come close. Normally is the one qualifying in this very bracket with the final four. Wants to knock out GD Tornado. There are the two who are battling to fight for the title. GD's making it very hard just in time. The arrow lands. Shout out Quincy Arrow with the slides. Clutch light. Sudrops has to start from scratch and getting in on the boy. And it works with the throw again, which GD never texts because he's always pressing the button.
Yeah, this would be the first time that Sudrops makes it all the way to the main card to challenge the current champion. And it's actually surprising given how many times he's been here. He's working his way there. I mean, one more victory against GD Tornado. Winning this game puts him up against Fies for the very first time. Speaking of, I'm trying to get to Fies. I don't know where he is. So if you guys know where Fies is, let him know that his match is coming up next.
He's got to defend the title. Don't be crazy. If he doesn't show up, we could just literally have the title to Sudrops in the first to three. This match point being
I guess he gets the title for free.
Wow, that's disappointing. That's freaking. Nah, let me behave.
That would be very anticlimactic. Does Ishida's grab recover faster? I feel like the whiff punish was in time there, but Ishida just recovered.
It looks like it, but nah. Ryu's just weird. He keeps getting out of range to land that command dash light. He's trying though, but it just GD always keeps him at the right range to make sure it never lands. Again, this time it works. Whips the throw because he hit light. The tick throw was nowhere close to landing. The slow and steady pace. Tortoise and the Hare won that race. GD Tornado gets his kill. Crazy how I didn't think that Sudrops was gonna cave at any point, but maybe you should have, because it did make him lose 5 stocks out Rift. I think GD Tornado
finally ahead for the first time as the Ishida. Even in the first game where he won his Rukia, I mean, that was a game he came back from behind. This is the first time he's in the lead. It's a new situation for him. Gets the hit. Flash steps for the follow-up. This is the kind of gameplay that he needed to play to keep Sudrops away. Sudrops not utilizing enough side steps once again, but looking out for that perfect flash step. Gonna get the kill here. That's a good 5 stocks. It might put Ishida on reawakening range, which means you got to take a full health bar. Yeah, you got to take a full health bar of a boss character. And he's even allowed to lose some of that health because he does heal about a third of his health bar when he goes into Reawakening. So this damage, you got to deal it. And at the end of the day, it's not going to be yours. So go ahead and Reawakening right now. That's going to be almost full health. Also, 30 seconds on the clock. So timeout is very, very much a factor now.
Wasn't be the situation, but I'm pretty sure one of them are going to kill each other before that reaches. I was about to hype him up that was at 100 health, and he hasn't even gotten touched. It's a lot better than what happens normally with this Reawakening games in this wanted bracket alone, because normally he's at 30%, and he uses the Reawakening as an extra burst. 10 seconds. The life lead is definitely with Tier. I think this is how it ends. Okay.
Two drops. Damn.
Cool. Cool.
The timeout because of Ishida's own self-damage. That is Tier. That is 2 drops. Moving on to fight against the current champion Fize.
Damn, was that a lose-lose? Or could he have actually reawakened at the last second to get the extra health? Maybe waited at 5 if he didn't die, and then
maybe, but he believed in the broken character, right? He believed in the power of reawakened Ishida to clutch it out.
And Ishida doesn't have rushdown options to go in. He did have the meter to do a random flash step, but I'm pretty sure Sudras would have been ready for that too. He was standing so completely still, like he was ready for anything and everything. And the timeout is the one that anticlimactically gets him to fight Fize in the championship match. Should he make it? Up next. Fize, wake up, bro. Yeah. It's title defense time, bro. If you want to ascend, you gotta fight everybody who wants to take your throne right now, bro. TikTok.
Yes, sir. I'm messaging some people, starting with Helia. You seen Fize? Need him for Wanted.
Yeah, put up the Wanted posters for a Wanted champion, why don't you?
Yeah.
God, Fize! Where are you? Fize!
Need him now.
Fize?
Oh,
bro.
We are training.
Bro? You gotta defend the imaginary title. You got your match up next. What you mean?
Yeah,
I come in
He's coming.
Hello?
Okay. No, he's coming.
Hello?
Okay. So while Fize is coming, folks, it's time for the match arena. Let's do it.
Yes.
Make lobby. Invite me to watch.
Donate, please. Fake codes have been eviscerated. Thank you to every single one of you. But you, yes, you can donate right now.
There's 30 codes left, which means we got a dono that I need to shout out.
I said 8 codes have been claimed between.
I heard the codes have been eviscerated. I'm like, no, they haven't. What are you talking about?
8 codes.
Faded Locusts with $5.50. That's a huge dono. Thank you so much for your support of Wanted. But you guys don't have to spend your own money if you don't want to. Just gotta click the claim code button. And folks, we'll move on right to the finals. They're still setting up, so you got time. I'm also going to run ads so the finals don't get interrupted halfway through. I think we got it like a good 3 minutes here. So going to run a lot of ads, okay? Just so the finals are not interrupted, guys.
Timing.
Yeah, go claim those codes while we wait.
Thank you. Appreciate you kindly over there. Personalize the profile picture.
Yeah, very
30 codes, please.
Nice. Very loco, big
claim.
Beautiful. Do we have Fize? Yes, I do have Fize.
All right, Fize. Title defense, 30 if you can claim those codes right now. How many people are in? You don't even need to do like weird soul destruction numbers, y'all. Just use this time while you're holding ads to just click on the Matcherino code that should be in chat. Hit the claim code button once you log into Twitch, and for absolutely free, in like 10 seconds or less, you would have contributed to the Matcherino off-rip real quick, and you're done. You're back. Thank you for doing it now. We don't have to remind you. By the time that championship match is over, let's see those reach to at least 20. Let's be modest. 20. I'm just hoping.
Yeah,
for 10
reaching 20.
least.
9 more codes. I think that's reasonable. 100 people watching, so if only 9 of you can go ahead and claim those codes, that would be awesome. Like we would reach 20 at the very least. I would love to see that at 0, so we leave no money on the table, of course. But 20 would be a nice start for before the bracket starts. Very Loco, Noir, Wisley. Thank you so much for claiming them codes while we wait for this match to get started, baby. $11 on the prize pool. Nice.
At least it's on double digits. I don't think Wanted has ever not gone on double digits, and thank God that shows y'all contribute your codes. I might
Yes,
have to
sir.
check back on it. But
No,
yeah,
I think you're right.
last I checked.
Double digits. I
Yeah,
think,
but it's good.
minimum.
For their McDonald's free meal celebration with the gang, put it off rip, get everybody chicken nuggies, I think. Or you could just get yourself a party of one Big Mac meal. Why not? Or you could go to KFC. You got Nando's. You got, what else is there? Burger King.
Hey,
if y'all even
Nando's
into that.
it's got Portuguese origin, man. Speaks to my heart. Get the chicken.
Duh.
Yeah.
Portuguese chicken. They make it real good. They got real good Nando's this side too.
Nice.
You can't get chicken wrong anywhere in the world. And if you want to up the chicken, you can contribute that Matcherino as we go into our championship match. First to 5. Whoever wins this becomes the wanted champion. For Sudrops, he takes the title from Fies, but for Fies, it's just another attention. He will be Fies 2-time, and he walks into next week's Wanted, defending his title again. And he could be on this road, which is why I say this is an ascension arc, to at least tying Hilly's reign of 5 times before he graciously relinquished his title for Wanted Episode 6 for Fies to win, even though he never beat him 3 times. Fies could start his own ascension to at least be tied with Hilly in Wanted title defenses, and at least make an argument for fighting his way back to being a Bleach world number 1.
Yes, sir. And with only 10 seconds left on the ads, it is time to get our match started. By the time the ads folks get out of ad hell, we will have a match on our hands. Beautiful. Look at that timing. Perfect. Perfectly timed. Walk
Ding
up
dong, hello.
to the stage. Yes, sir.
Love the stage. I like it. The first half of Wanted was Wekamundo. We're back to Soul Society for the second half. We got like 3 episodes left. Championship match is now. It's the title defense on his road to being the Ascended. Fies defends the first ever defense against Sudrops. His first time in his first championship match. After 6 tries down, the 7th lucky time was the charm. Who walks away with the title tonight?
Fies was practicing with Helia right before this, by the way. Helia is still on this game. Helia cannot leave it, even though he retired. Still here, bro.
Oh, he never
Helia
retires
is gone,
this
but
game,
the
he
finals is
retires the
still
title.
Ichio versus Tier. Yeah, it's crazy. I know who I have winning this matchup, by the way. I think Fies has made it. Is fought a much tougher Tier. But to be fair, he never beat the Tier, right? Maybe a match or another, but not a full set. He never ended up beating it, so we'll see what happens here.
Well, canonically, he has beaten tiers in the past, but he hasn't beaten the tier. If he loses, he would add another tier, another random tier, who picked up the tier to be top tier in this tier-oriented game. Too many tiers. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Oh, the hit back from Sudrops. He does want to win. This is his first shot, and he wants to make it his last. Unlike what Fies was doing with like losing 3 times, because he fought like hell to make it to where he got today. He worked too hard to just lose randomly, and you think you're gonna let this happen? Like this random championship defense go to dust to the random Portuguese Nando's boy Sudrops and everybody else sue in chat once he wins? That's not happening. Fies worked too damn hard for this. The Ascension arc must continue, and so the Ascension arc continues.
Big strike back combo there, and then safely trying to apply more pressure because you have evolution, so you can play risky. That is not a strike back, so the combo is not going to happen. He went super unsafe, so risked it all with a Hakugeki. That said, the punish from Sudrops was not as good as it could have been, and he goes back to neutral. You don't want that to happen as Tier. You want to keep them locked in on your pressure until a guard is broken. Sudrops not confirming quick enough into his tilt.
Challenging with the Getsugas. I think this whole championship bracket run that Sudrops had to fight through is just nothing but consistent characters with projectiles. They at least have one, and he still hasn't figured out how to deal with it. I think the start of figuring out how to deal with it, even though it's harder for someone against Fies and his girthy projectile, is sidestepping. But there is a perfect timing that Heliaster has proven before. It's a perfect timing that he's even shown off. This is the first time I've ever seen an SP2 be used by a tier ever, and a flash step just to hurt the boy some more because the kill was right there, right in his hands. Sudrops is on fire.
It actually worked perfectly. Like you said, it's so rare for a tier to use an SP2. That must have caught Faiz off guard as well. So much so that then Sudrops just gets a free flash step off of the projectile and gets the first kill super early on, by the way. He's on his way. Keeping up this pace, he's actually gonna finish this off without Faiz being able to build that resurrection.
Oh my god, he's throwing Faiz off of his game early. And he just warmed up. Sudrops was warming up this whole wanted bracket. Let's see which one works better, fighting against the GOAT or fighting against nothing but top tier talent. So far, Sudrops is proving that the argument of just working harder in bracket works better than gifts and talents that Faiz has. Faiz is still making an argument. Reawakening is still in the tuck. Bankai Ichigo got nothing but back cards. Uno cards just waiting in his back pocket to slip up and make Sudrop's life still a living hell.
Strike back. No, you. He used the Uno reverse right now.
Big time.
Pops it again. Another SP2, baby. Extend this combo further. And goes into neutral. Wants to keep some of that meter back to play a bit more of that projectile game. Keeps the pressure going. That is minus. This is your time to take the turn. Goes all out into Lagota. And back into neutral. Look at that backdash. Beautiful from Sudrops. Oh,
made him with the dash attack and almost went for his punish. Opens him up from the back with a throw. Faiz was not ready for it. Blues, because Spirit Drive has been activated, Reawaken is definitely guaranteed. But once Tyr gets her Spirit Drive, everything she hits with is going to hurt. Flash step on the gal. Just to get your feed combo, you got meter to spend. Reset afterwards that you weren't ready for. Blue popped. Last hit situation, which he does get. Tyr loses. Sudrops played everything so well. But Faiz just activated his clutch factor in the mid game to sweep back and take game one. Statement start.
Yep, that is a beautiful, beautiful game one from Faiz. Still had Reawakening, so like that wasn't even close. That wasn't even close to Tyr taking that game one. So really well done there, Sudrops. But Faiz just is on another level for now. Let's see what happens in game two. We don't have any character switches. We don't have, where's my Maturino? There it is. We're still on $11. Make sure to claim those codes as the set progresses, guys. If you guys are having fun, the best way to give back to the players is by simply going to the Maturino. It's pinned in at the top of chat. Simply going there and pressing one button. It's the best way you can support this show, because that increases the prize pool for the players, and it is without any money leaving your wallet. That's the beauty of it.
Gotta get that money in the bank. Put all your cash. Toss a coin to your champion. Oh, doubloon so plenty. And Faiz? Well, you gotta pay your king. You gotta donate to your king. You gotta make sure that he's rewarded for his due diligence and his high level play and how goated he is. Wants to make an argument that he can be the best. The number one spot is open, and since he has the imaginary wanted title, it means he is the best. But to be the best, you have to beat the best. That's what Sudrops is trying to prove. Glorious White from Faiz, making his race to evolution a lot better. He never really does weird blues. I like what Atlas was doing earlier, which was rough. But he's just showing that if you want to play as the best, you got to play near perfect.
I did forget predictions, you're right. Let me get Faiz on game one and ask you guys real quick if you think this is going to be a 1-1.
Oh yeah, place your bets.
Yeah, and you can place your bets. There you go, chat.
Betting time is not over until the game is over. Do y'all think Faiz is going to get a 2-0 or will Sudrops retaliate with a 1-1? It was starting very hot, but this is a lot better for Faiz. It could work in a reverse of fate, and what goes around comes around, baby. And Sudrops actually clutches, which is really rare from Sudrops. He's really too defensive to actually clutch like that. And he could actually surprise me the way Faiz does excessively, especially the way that he actually won the last game and snatched it from the jaws of death. And Tyr is that shark, is that Jaws.
Oh, went for a reset, but guess what? Tyr says no. And Faiz was really hunting for that kill before the Tyr evolution. But thanks to that reset attempt, Sudrops was able to get out of it, was able to build enough evolution. And now you're just not going to get that juicy kill. That's not going to contribute to Sudrops' sublimation. You're still ahead. you know, the optimal placement, the optimal kill you were searching for, got completely denied by that flash step.
Yeah, I'm still not over it. Oh, and he does it twice. No, but the earlier one was way harder. I'm not gonna lie, that flash step was gas. That was out of Karate Kid. Like, you see somebody running right at you, use their momentum against you. Fight switches the momentum instantly. Just when Sutops was using all his reverse to fight his way in, 2 flash steps later, but he still got killed. He can still fight his way back into this. That was really clean. He's not out of this. He's not super aggro, but he still has a chance. The challenger still has a chance.
Dude.
Hey,
Every
now.
single reverse meter spent by Sudrops is a perfect flash step. That's gonna hit him again. That's another one. This could be a kill. Yes, sir. The soul break still has a bar meter left. It's gonna be a nice 4. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, that's 5. He hits sublimation, didn't he?
Oh yeah, you're right. It just hit sublimation.
Yeah, I was kind of confused. Like, he could have just straight up hit the 4 for 4, but his awareness wasn't there. It is there for the flash steps. That's 4 now. Rack him up, tally him up, chat. But most people, even Fies and Hilly, they're known for just, once they notice that awakening just snaps into sublimation, they're just probably listening for that sound cue. They hit Kikon and they just get their kill. Sudrops didn't. It just would have made sense either way. Close to reawakening. I think if Sudrops gets the kill after his combo, he won't. The loop takes a while. Reawakening is basically guaranteed.
Oh,
at
this
this
is
point.
a
It's way
3
over half.
loop. This is a 3 SP2. That's 1. Boom. Activates the second. Guess what? He's gonna build a 100 meter again. Am I cooking? No, I'm not cooking. Yeah, maybe not.
He would have just landed another, but it wouldn't be worth it. Sudrops' last chance. Just get into red territory. Didn't have the meter to do one more Azul. And Fies realizes that you weren't confident in your mix and he just hits you out of it. Ready for the flash step. That's some classic Fies nonsense.
Dude!
Twice! You filth! Fies has you living rent free in your head. You always got red Sudrops just when you're so clean of those flash steps. Fies had the awareness to realize that you're probably going to do them excessively and is still fishing for a soul break because 4 and 5 is what he's forced to get. Spirit Drive do not kick in for him.
Bro went to the bookstore and picked off the shelf the book called Sudrops. Read chapter 1.
Reading.
And guess what? You don't get to flash step anymore. It worked towards the start of the match. Bro going for a damage optimized route, not for a meter optimized route. That is not gonna be good enough. He's gonna have to do it with the reawakened Ichigo.
What in the sick hell was that? He's at 30% game!
Is
And why is he backing away from that? Damn soft, please fix this. Somebody please flip that. That wasn't even fair. I'm not even gonna defend that. Okay, kill anyway. Will this work this time? Second time's the charm? Survey says.
He delayed
Indeed,
it.
yes,
Maybe
indeed.
that's what made it weird. But then, like, then the hit happened afterwards.
Right? Like, it was instant. He didn't even delay it at any point. He just held the button. He held R2 to Kikon, but it's still just, what was that, bro? Delayed gratification is crazy in 2025. Reawaken, hey, Hollow Guy, just finish the touch. I'm not even sure about this game too. Sudrops, can you be aggro enough to delete his health? You got the meter to spend. He starts with the throw. This is what starts it.
This is
how miracles
damage.
start.
This is damage. This is done. Wait, Sudrops.
He's over. Red attack to kill. Sudrops clutched in one hit, in one throw. The match is tied from the depths to hell. Sudrops can do it too. The challenger evens it up.
Dude, this character has no health. It's crazy. 1% of you believed in Sudrops, and you get rewarded with some fat channel points. Congratulations, folks. Victor
Good job, Dad.
is Tira Alabel, and if that match was hype, don't forget to claim those codes on the Matcherino if you haven't yet, folks. It's not all about just gambling channel points. Make sure to claim those codes on the Matcherino so the champion of today gets a bit of a bigger prize pool. It's free, costs you nothing. Go ahead and do it.
It's free, and you don't have to change your mind later. Enjoy the matches. Game 3 locked. It better not still be at 11:50 when you're back. Come on. At least an extra 25 cents and another 25 cents. That was awesome. Come on. Are you not entertained by this high-level Bleach? Every tier is different. Every B Ichigo is different. You never see the same type of play with the same character. As simple and in-depth with this game is, and he starts with a heavy tilt. I's a bit mad. Donate those points. They're about to hurt each other for your entertainment all over again.
Here we go. A good start for Tyr, forcing that white already. It's a lot of health, and that's another punish.
This is truly a Wednesday night fight. Really great start. Nothing but hard decisions working tenfold for Stu Drops. Tried with the throw, but it wasn't close enough. Flash step. He's realizing that he's got to flash step a lot more to bait and punish Faiza's constant over-aggression, because let's be honest, Faiz is a very over-aggressive player. He likes to mash, he likes to get on you, he likes to press buttons, and 9 times out of 10 it works. He does know how to pull out at the right second, sorry for lack of a better word. In a pausing way, he do that, but it do work, and you do not stop him. As you can
OG
see on
Duel,
screen.
thank you so much for claiming that code, baby. We got another 25.
Yay!
Don't stop them coming.
Thank
Don't stop
you.
them coming. I did forget predictions, but there you go. You know, the more claiming codes will help me remember predictions. Didn't punish that because Faiz knows he can just be reckless. You know, Sudrops does not want to get the kill. Not before he evolves, so it can just go crazy like that. Finally, there's the evolution. He's done waiting.
Faiz just pressed his anyway out of rage. Sudrops didn't really believe in the hit, but it was mostly because he was probably keeping his eye on the evolution so that he can get his kill.
Yeah, he's gonna pop the
How low
evolution right
was
away
Faiz
though,
though?
just to heal a little bit.
Oh, his health was low. Get your kill.
Whoa!
That's rough. He actually flash stepped an evolution.
Whoa!
That's the first time.
saw
Flip that too.
Bro. Sheesh! What?
Sudrop said that was a canon event. I saw you do that. I don't understand how high level Sudrops is. He is contending for being a top 5 player in the world. The doubt is being chucked out the freaking window when it comes to this dude.
Activated. Big Chombo incoming. There's a 1,
Everybody's screaming loot.
2, 3. Guess what? We're building it again. Doesn't go for it? Because
Wants
he
4 and
has the
5.
wall. This guy's so optimal, bro.
Goodness gracious. He realizes the wall stuff is gonna happen and the combo is gonna just untrack itself. Faiz with the awareness. He's just too good. He's nasty with it. And the open up afterwards. It's still strike. No throw. What did you expect, bro? Flash step fall up and it's empty just so you can get his extra hill. 1 point to kill. He doesn't.
man.
He wants his what? What? It was actually close enough for him to flash step. 2 drops. Trying to get Faiz out of his head.
Uh-oh, baited.
That's 2 for flinching. Faiz playing Nucky if you buck with Sudrops, and Sudrops is winning, and he's also losing. 4.
Oof.
Faiz no longer needs. Why do you not learn? These meaty Getsugas don't work. You had
He did
it
learn. He
until
did
you
learn
didn't.
last game. Don't forget, he bought the book. He learned last
That's
game.
why I said he had it to. Bro threw that in the bin like, I don't need this anymore. It's game 3. New game, new book. And you just closed that chapter. We're back to the same page where you're realizing you're abating those flash steps. I think he's going to do it when tier is close to like 30%. It will happen. But when it's early game, Sudrops can just do it for free. Do it again, you got the meter to spend it. Chombo, 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 chombo. Burn this to filth. Leading to the 55, 60 meter mark. Tier got all that meter once this combo is over to actually do her own fancy stuff. But the question is, will Faiz even let her land that?
That 70 hit combo just confirmed Bankai Ichigo his resurrection. And it's not just about the damage, it's about the spirit drive it builds as well. But of course, we have seen how quickly the resurrection dies, so even guaranteeing that resurrection is just an extra chance at life that doesn't always pan out. You know, that character dies quick, especially against a character like Tyr who hits like a truck on spirit drive, and Sudrops just has those perfect flash steps on point. He says, bring out the full hollow quickly. I want to get this done with.
But it could happen again. Plus the meter, he saved it. He kind of hoarded it. He's close to 100. Yo, that's a little fraud.
100 he
Faiz
will
do
get
better?
it. Yeah, he only needs 2 extensions. The big problem right now is the unique bar. The aura bar is close to not being orange. She can only extend if that bar has orange in it.
That is true. Another thing is, Sudrops doesn't even use it for guard break cheese. We'll talk about it later. I'm just cautious about if Faiz can last. The stock advantage is with Sudrops now. If it's necessary, it's like 90 seconds on the clock. On some Tekken stuff, Zeros are landing. Faiz, this is definitely winnable. But to win, you just do not need to get touched. And I mean that. The Great White Shard. Bite, there's no bite, pulls back.
Oh, he needed a blue. He needed a blue.
He got it. White is saving him.
Sheesh, he needed a blue,
He's
bro.
extending. It's the optimization to spell out the white.
Wait. I can't believe. Okay, maybe he didn't need a blue. That white was actually goated. Uh-oh. But here's the thing. Your aura is completely gone. Like, you need to build orange completely again for you to get a kill combo. And right now, you're getting zoned out and you don't have a flash tap like the ones you like to use. Lagota actually lost to the Cero.
To the Cero. You know what's crazy? To get extra currents, extra part of that aura, that orange bar, whatever you want to call it, she needs to have offense. She needs to flow. Like, Water Mike friend, but oh, you were not dipping, dodging like Bruce Lee. Faiz realized that, and if you're going to keep still, like he landed with that Cannon event in the last time he fought for a Wanted title, to win the Wanted title, he said, if you're going to keep still, I'm going to drown you. 2-1.
Victor is Faiz, 2-1 in this first of 5. Brought it back. Every time Sudrops stopped blocking, got hit by a big beam. And I think Faiz was moving weird and not just throwing beams because obviously Sudrops has proved that he can do perfect flash steps over and over. So it was scary to just press that button, but it was working for Faiz and it was working beautifully. Also working beautifully are those claim codes. We're at $12 right now thanks to OG Duel and Elite Mega 0X. Also JNV.
And another one.
Claiming them. Yeah, thanks for claiming them. I'll go back to shouting you guys out after this match. If you guys want to claim those codes, the link is pinned at the top of chat. Every single one of you that claims the code gets a shout out. Perfect flash step from Sudrops to start this match.
Maybe to win this matchup, Faiz needs to do a lot less Getsugas and box more, which is his favorite field. So it's crazy that he's actually fighting against that. The Great White does land, but the tech doesn't. That's the second time. Sudrops actually went back to the library, got a book on Faiz. I didn't know they had it any, but the truth is, it's locked in a vault at the back of the library in a secret underground chamber, and that's what he's using to read Faiz to absolute filth, and it's working accessibly.
Oh, mixed up beautifully. Hang on. You might be onto something. Because everything Sudrops does is just working perfectly. He doesn't have any more reverse meter here. Might be going for a big white reverse next. Nope, goes for another flash attempt. This time did not get the perfect, and no punish on that whiffed grab. But this is big. That guard is almost gone. Big strike back, and just like last game, Sudrops is going to reach this point where he's close to getting a kill, but doesn't want it.
You know what's also crazy? He could have gotten a free guard break. Sudrops is playing a very honorable tier. Do you recall him using the guard break cheese that tier is known for at any point in this entire tournament?
I mean, he goes for one wake-up pressure and then backs off, but that's also why I keep saying that it's not an infinite. Because every time it is unsafe, we've been seeing him lose neutral, and so it just doesn't happen many times in a row. Because if he gambled a little bit more, and sometimes he would get it, and he could keep the loop going.
Right.
But yeah, Sudrops does go for the wake-up pressure. He does abuse that quote-unquote glitch, but he's not able to get many repetitions from it. But that's why it's not banned, you know? It's not infinite. It's not an actual infinite.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's an infinite. It's like he's not exactly using the pressure like near at all. He doesn't even use it as Oki. Sometimes he uses it for like one mix, but he plays tier very raw. He doesn't even do like the command dash Great Soul Break. He doesn't really use the command dash into like the heavy to get your guard low, like excessively, yeah, sure. But he just excessively bets on his mix-ups clean off. It's like the only thing that current bar is good for is getting hits, not lowering your guard. If it's low, it's just because tier things. Faiz with the next hit, loop time, everybody's favorite cutscene combo.
Yeah, it's time to build that sublimation with this combo. Whoa! You dropped it. Went for a reset attempt. Guess who was mashing SP2? I guess that was
a play out of Faiz's book, low key.
Oh, that's bait. Yup. That's bait.
Goodness.
Not only that, you have no meter. Yeah,
Arch.
you have no guard meter. So the guard break was pretty much guaranteed there. And so is this combo.
Extension. A. Get your free hit. She can't defend herself. She doesn't
can't
even have
defend.
the DP meter to do it. But the flash step, and he still threw out the Getsuga. I swore Sudrops was even gonna test the waters on that. Faiz didn't reach.
Lago did to keep it safe. But then, great button from Feist to interrupt it. Oh, you don't have meter. That's unsafe. Uh-oh.
Gosh, Shotty's here flowing with that kill. The retaliation kill is good from Faiz. The race to the next kill is going to be crucial. Plus, past sublimation pretty much means that the other guy's going to show up again. He's basically 1-1 in this very set when it comes to clutch situations. Faiz is the one that has to do most of the work.
Ooh,
Next
good
combo.
blue. Good blue, actually.
Yeah,
this
that's
combo
really
would
good.
guarantee the revival. Yeah, I think it's still very hard to stop it, but that would have guaranteed it right there with that combo.
I see what Sudrops is doing here. He's like, I can wait for white. I can wait for my reverse meter to refill. It's not like I'm not going to reach Spirit Drive once the other guy shows up and I'm going to get my free combo. Another better brew from Faiz. Doesn't want to get killed. Wants to kill Shotty now. Ran right into the lights. Bring out the other guy. It's time to put this game to bed. Courtesy of Sudrops.
First, Sudrops backdashed the projectile. A Getsuga just went through him. And then as Faiz tried to approach, stuffed him with buttons. Beautifully done. Faiz, even though he popped blue, he still reaches the reawakening. So here comes the full hollow. But this time I think Sudrops is in a much better position. He's got a lot more aura gauge. He's about to build a second bar of meter, I think. And no, not yet. Not yet. 2 bars is enough for a TOD on this character. But 1 bar not quite, but you always need that yellow bar.
Choke slam. Yeah, as long as the current meter is full, or at least close to full, if you see orange and the gray just willing down, it means you can do some crazy dash-ins with the command
Maybe
dash
with
and
yellow?
get your combos.
Maybe with yellow?
Extension
with
is
yellow?
good. And
Hang
just
on.
enough. Land your heavies. Is it enough to kill?
Oh, wow.
It is! Just in time, Sudrops with the glorious extension to yet again tie up the set. We are 2-2, courtesy of Sudrops.
Sudrops ties it up. We might be going the distance. This is such a big back and forth.
Mental. You can't tell me you're not entertained enough to donate to that match arena with how crazy these guys are playing. They're going neck and neck, back and forth. The one who's leading is constantly Faiz. We're at 1225. Shout out to you who donated. We appreciate you. You can use the time to donate more to that match arena and the entertainment that you're having. At least it's not a 5-0 or a 5-1. They're actually going the distance. Could we have a new champion in our hands? Or is this going to be the most difficult title defense for Faiz so far?
I'm eating my own words. I started this set saying that like Faiz has been up against a much tougher tier and doing really well, and that was Heliaster. But Sudrops is making me eat those words. I guess like Sudrops' wilder playstyle is throwing Faiz for a loop here. I do think like Heliaster is very consistent, but maybe predictable in some spots where Su is just being wild. Very unsafe play, you know, it's kind of a gamble. But it is kind of insane. Thanks for the Prime, GD Tornado, supporting the stream as well. Always important. But if you guys got primes, I appreciate them. If you guys got fingers, I would love you guys to claim those codes over on the Metrino. That is the best way to support the show and make sure that we keep getting top players every week.
Go ahead and finger that claim code button.
Yeah, finger the claim
be like
code
a Bleach
button.
character.
Do it. Do it. Game 5.
Samurai slice
Predictions
that
up.
claim
Hey,
code.
I wasn't that late now, okay? I wasn't that late. You know
Chats
what
on
you
your
can
ass.
do? What you can do for predictions to not be late? You can finish the codes on Matcherino, so I can stop checking it between matches. How about that? If I stop checking matches, the codes between matches, I can just focus on predictions more. Finger that code. Beautiful. Nicely done, Sacred. Wait, is he lying? No, he's not lying. He
Just
was
gotta
one of the first
recheck,
codes.
fact check him.
He
Good.
was one of the first codes. That's true. He did finger that code.
Finger that claim code. A DP out of range. This time Faiz baited it and went in for a throw. Entertainment factor on high. Goodness. Finger that claim code button while we're going into this match. Last time I'm going to say that. Cascada is with Tier this time. The race is being won on the Awakening side. I think Faiz may take game 5, the way the lore works, make this 3-2 because it's constant back and forth, back and forth. That means Sujos has to like win at the last second. But remember what I said like back in the day? If like Sujos wants to win, he has to step out of his comfort zone. It's not even tier, and they're drastically different playstyles. It's about him having to adapt to tier. That's the only way you gotta win. This is that. This is exactly that. You don't see him do like wild strategies that he's doing against Fies, against any other player, against like with his Aizen or any other character he's played. He's actually keeping Fies on his toes, making him dip and dodge at weird angles, weird techs, crazy mashes. He actually probably expected, Fies actually probably expected Sujos not to be this aggressive at weird angles. And neither did I. He can block, but he can also punish.
Yeah, and like keeping him in check when it comes to the Getsugas, the projectiles, and being able to just perfectly flash step so many of them, that makes you second guess if you should be even throwing a Getsuga at any point. This game, though, is going very much all in Fies' way, where normally Sudrop starts really well before the Awakenings are popped. This has been the complete opposite, and there's a throw bait right there. I don't know, this one might be a wrap.
Not gonna lie, may actually indeed be wraps. Goes for a flash step empty extension just to flex.
Dude,
I don't know if Fies is having fun.
BRZ
He is having
gaming
fun.
combos, let's go.
Sujop still gets the hit on him because I guess he was having too much fun, mashing too many buttons, gaming a little too hard. Sublimation will kick in, which means he'll just get his soul break to kill. White reverse will save Sujop's only temporarily, but he's still actively stuck in this loop. Not even close to another 100 meters. The combo ends here. Mix up time. No meters of flash step. He is actually stuck in a freaking blender. Crispy,
Hello.
juicy, tender. DP landed. Oh, we throwing Fies on a bender.
That said, your health is looking mighty low right now. This is wraps. This is wraps. You still have to take a full health bar from Fies. I mean, 30% is enough for 2 kills. You're going to take 4 plus 4. But then you still got to deal with the demon. All while having that tiny bit of health. This one's a wrap.
That's a trick question. He won't. That's a trick. Response God! Damn! Run up DP to close it out? Fies, you nasty. You crazy. Gross. Oh, you too hot. Let me get a fan for you. 3-2 is how you do it with the DP from out of nowhere. The champion once again leads.
Yeah, he found the right book. He has the Sudrop signed copy now. He got the right book. He got the right book for sure.
I might need to get mine signed.
I'll just make a
Crazy.
prediction right now. Hey, game 6. What do you think? And also, no codes claimed in the last 2 matches. Chat. We're slacking. We're slacking. Make sure to claim those codes. It's free.
You won't remember
free.
predictions if you don't remember those codes. Do
Yes,
your
sir.
part. Mm-hmm. We want you. All right. Game 6. We know how this go, chat. But unlike the... What is it? What are we going to call this? The 3-up rule. Let me call it the 3-up rule, where nobody people do counter picks in this range. In this kind of like score range. Sudrops is the one who doesn't. Sudrops actually believes in the tier. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to bring out an Aizen at this point. Aizen, I don't think will make a difference. And I think,
No.
honestly,
At this
may
point,
be a hot
this
take.
is his best character. It's been
Yeah,
so long since
I'm
Aizen.
saying hot take is Aizen won't do too much, like at
Right.
all.
Yeah,
Maka
no.
will just win the matchup. Tier
agree.
does a lot better. It's just Sudrops. He just had a rough last game. He can fight his way back into this. It just started with the Great Awakening, and it just all fell apart. Fies just has the book. Ooh. They're just trading the copies. They're just trading the hits, whiffing them crazy, backdashing at the same time. I'm pretty sure they're on the same wavelength.
Dashes in. The grab gets broken. 1, 2, 3, and the strike back. Mashing before the Getsuga is crazy work. You can mash after the Getsuga. I mean, it's not plus, never plus, no matter how much he charges it. You see a Getsuga coming, you block it. It's your turn. It's your turn to play. But
me when I mash
before
from
the
defense,
Getsuga, that's just insane. If you get hit by a strike back Getsuga, he gets a free combo. But yes, every game that Sudrops won started very well for him before the Awakening phase happened. Right now, it's kind of even, so he doesn't have that advantage that it would like to have this early on. Has to throw the SP1 to stay safe. Blocks that.
Got all the meter.
Goes
Has
for
to
the
flash the one.
whites. Oh, And another thing he's doing is using more whites instead of saving the meter for perfect flash steps, which have been helping him so much. It's a change in his game style that has not been favoring him too much.
Well, it did, like, get him those points on the board, but then Faiz found a way around that finally, and he took another game. Current meter's back on 0 now that you evolved, but hey, with enough hits, Two Drops can just get that back real easy evolution to shut down the potential offense that he was going to start. The next hit's going to be big, quick out of this Bankai animation because everything Bankai Ichigo does is fast. He wakes up fast after his soul destruction, he gets out of his evolution fast, he gets all these hits fast, doing these crazy loops, extend with the empty flash step. Faiz is gaming tonight. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Reset tent.
Yeah, early resets. Look at that backdash. Whoop. BRZ Gaming. Oh, not the grab.
Whoa! Oh, we punish and throw with the DPs, Two Drops.
Oh no, Sudrops.
One
Those
step
grabs
ahead,
are, he's trying to grab from the other side of the map.
Bro trying to really grab.
And where's the
from
Sudrop? Where's the
liners.
tiered tilt? It hasn't used it in so long. That's so good for building aura, so good for damage, guard pressure, for everything.
That's what I was talking about. He doesn't use those trillion stabs excessively. I think it was all a matter of honor. Because
Not
that
using it at
actually
all
is
now.
his best button. He barely uses it. I hope to see it later. Maybe he'll just throw caution to the wind and do it in a potential final game. Once Faiz reaches 4, because let's be honest, it will happen. Because he will have no choice. We'll see if his honor really holds up or if he really wants glory that bad. The flash step finally kicked in. It doesn't matter how many times you dash in. Scotty's right behind you. Blocks, because he wanted to reset. The strike didn't work. Whip throw gives Faiz a free punish. And a free kill. And those free 5.
Big Getsuga Tensho. Give me those 5. It's an even match now. That flash step wasn't a perfect. And no punish either as Faiz takes the throw beautifully done. Finally challenges after the Getsuga. Finding the button. There it is. And there's the white.
Look at that current meter. It's all the way orange. Great orange on the current scale.
Ooh. Combo extends. Baited.
Ah,
bro,
damn!
Bro, what the?
Where's the red? Oh, the white! The white!
What a sell! What
That's
a
rough.
sell!
Because
he
wasn't confident.
He had the full health bar to deal with full hollow Ichigo. All he had to do was press R2 and hold it down. What a sell from Sudrops.
Too. He probably thought he was gonna parry it, but even if he did, he could have gotten the hit afterwards. Rather deal with it later rather than the former, because you saw it just lost you 50% for free. Faiz is gonna take those opportunities. He's the real shark in the water. What a backdash! He was just out of the meter to actually do a flash step, but he has it now. And some stall tactics at the last seconds. He gets the throw. White's gonna save him temporarily, getting close to it as flash step to extend. He's waiting for it. Oh, but the empty reset into a throw doesn't land. No meter, so he's not gonna practice trigger discipline. He's gonna throw a random Getsugas to at least hit, or will he extend with a flash step? Probably not. Just trying to keep Sudrop still. Great backdash. Another one?
Yeah, but you can't keep relying on those backdashes. You're putting more distance between yourself and Faiz. And I don't know what the game plan is right now, but if it is a timeout, Faiz is still winning, by the way. Because the two stocks from the full hollow do count. Doesn't matter, we're not going to go to a timeout as Faiz finds the hit. And yeah, you don't get many chances. If you drop the chances that you do have, Sudrops, then I guess you're not gonna leave this match really that happy. Damn, that drop was catastrophic. Catastrophic drop.
That drop handed Faiz championship point. That drop literally led him to retaining the title. He's literally one away. Rather than before, as you can see right here, bro's not really hitting that instant rematch. He's just actually taking the time to breathe and really look at himself in the mirror and be like, did I really just let that slip when he had it?
Okay.
Sells his soul to the other heavenly soul. That's 2 out of 4. The only one you haven't seen all bracket long was Nell. he's sure that he can make something happen with this other one, but nah, it wasn't Tier's fault.
I don't think it
I
was
hate
Tier's
to say
fault.
this Sudrops, but it
I'm
was,
with
it
you.
was Sudrops.
I'm with you. I don't know if this is a better matchup, honestly. I think the
Me
Tier
neither.
matchup is really good, and he was doing great with her. Yeah, it didn't guard break Faiz even once in the 6 matches. That's true.
By the way, have y'all been donating to that match, Reno? Maybe
No, they
that's why that
haven't.
tragedy hit.
Yeah, man. If you guys claimed those codes, maybe Drops wouldn't have dropped the combo. Predictions are up, by the way. But after you predict, make sure to head over to the Matcherino if you haven't yet. Oh, look at
Sudrops
the
bringing
perfect-
all the water benders into this final. He's still holding on to those flash steps, getting the damage with Kaien. Reminder, if you don't know how Kaien works with his kills, let me tell you. If he's winning and he gets a kill first, he's going to take 3 stocks at a time, so it's going to be like a 3-3-3 kill. But like, if he's losing, it's a straight up 2-touch. But you just don't have to lose, bro. Speedrun Bankai Ichigo and show that this Kaien is the one you want to take these next 3 games with. Because I hate to break it to you, Sudrops, but we're doubtful with the character. We believe in you. Maybe not this inferior waterbender. You're picking like... Who's an inferior waterbender to Katara? I don't know. Literally anybody else? You could have picked Katara, bro. Katara was working. This guy, not
Okay.
so much.
Not so much. I don't see it so far. Can Ichigo punish this? Ichigo can punish this? Alright, Kaien is cooked.
Bro, he's scuffed like that. He's broken. Oh, okay. Oh, I got scared. I was like, are you really going to let Faiz have that throw-in for free when you have evolution? Get your burst off, get your extra stocks. I think, yeah, 2-touch straight up. We stalled long enough.
Strike back Getsuga, that's gonna give him a free combo, baits the throw. And that is gonna give him the evolution. Pops it immediately. Here's a hollow. Match point Faiz. He's not letting anything up to chance. Pops it immediately. No, why are you letting him? Why are you letting him?
God, Faiz, you're ruthless.
Alright, let's build this sublimation, bro. Ba-ba. Pop it again. Yes, sir. 1, 2, 3.
150 meter that Sudrops is still holding on to for some strange reason, even though he could use it for better combos, which could have led him excessively and closer to that 30% mark
there
that
it
Faiz
is.
isn't even
SP2?
close to, which he can start now. Straight up. Right on cue. You get your red attack, you might as well get your soul break later, unless you can stall long enough for sublimation.
Oh, that's
you
a
can
punish.
actually just eat this kill. You can just eat this kill, get your sublimation, get your 5 and 4, and Bankai Ichigo. But then again, you have to make sure you hold on to a full health bar in the next round. Sudden flash step. That's the second one all game. Soul break inbound. Doesn't bet it. Doesn't have flash step to extend. Gets a full install with the flow state, along with this last locked up for him to get the hit afterwards. We just mash on the boy. Faiz back off. Sudrops first kill.
Yeah, but if you're Kaien, your flash string is actually safe if you have... Oh, that's a big combo. Why? Why did you take a step back? Why is he dropping combos, bro?
You caught his ass. Well, why did you step back? You could have believed. I thought you probably thought he was gonna mash. This is not like Bankai is gonna DP. Faiz doesn't really do that. At this
Reading him
point,
like a book,
bait it.
hang on! Reading him like a book! Yo, wait! Does he have full
Golly.
hollow? I don't know if he has full hollow.
Is he close? Let me check the meters real quick. Survey says he's gonna reach it.
I don't think so.
Pink, so crazy,
So
it really
crazy. No,
is.
full hollow.
Not enough.
Not
What
enough.
3% job?
Yo, what? It was looking like a losing matchup. Where did this come from? Yeah, whenever he thinks Sudrops has lost it, that's when he's strongest. 2% believed in this victory. Sudrops, here's a big reward to your fans who supported you, and that was so hype. It deserves some claim codes. I'm just saying. Get on that Matcherino,
Come on.
folks. Do the prediction for game number 8 and get on that Matcherino, because holy crap, this set is hype.
Yo, lurkers, clutch up. I know you're entertained. Don't act like we don't see you. Don't act like we don't notice you. Everybody in chat has probably already claimed. Those of you who haven't, do that now. Do your part. Come on now. We want more Bleach. And it doesn't get no better than this. These guys are out of their freaking minds. These are the gods of the game. Doing all this for entertainment. You do not want to toss a penny. Do not want to toss a gold doubloon for all this craziness that they're pulling off. Sudrops is the definition of an underdog, as you can see. When, as you said, just when we thought he was out, he just steps right back in. Right back into the limelight flash step starter. Five step just doesn't know when they're going to come out. It's not like he's even trying to excessively bait them at this point in the match. He's probably just thinking about the future and how he's going to win. He's still sitting on match point. And Sudrops works best when his back's against the wall.
Get him close to the wall. A big strike back. Was kind of an awkward angle from the height, but I think he would get a combo from that. Max charge on the water aura flow state. Yes, sir. Get the SP2. Is he going to go for the kill? Yeah, gets the early kill here. 3 stocks. And because Ichigo has 8 stocks total, he's going to need to go for another soul break next.
Like I said before, when you're Kaien, when you're winning, you do the 3-touch game. When you're losing, you do 2-touch. Unless you stall long enough in the early game for you to actually do a 2-touch once you reach evolution fast enough. It did not happen.
He doesn't need to do 3-touch against Bankai Ichigo. If he needs, if he gets sublimation, he needs a soul break, but he can 2-touch still. Baited. Pop it and
walked right into that
Flies
one.
Needs to start building because he only has 5 stocks left, and he needs to get to that reawakening, which means he's not going to have a lot of help from the stocks that Sudrops is going to take away eventually.
Right, and that's the drawback of using reverse the way Sudrops has been using it, you know, because like he's been using it for flash steps to get in Fai's head a bit, make sure he's not over aggressive and just overextending an offense. You see he's just backing off excessively so that he can play his game well enough to get his kills like way later on. He should use the white next. No, he's close to it, so he could just tank a few hits, save the white for the next round, and reach sublimation to end the job in a second touch. Faiz doesn't want to let that happen. He's doing the timeouts tactics that he's so nasty for. The great white doesn't land, but the hit do. The heavy attack from Sudrops. Right in time for evolution. Right in time to race to kill Faiz real quick.
Yeah, there's the awakening.
Faiz isn't even gonna kill yet.
No, he has not, and that little healing from the evolution has put him further away from that objective. That's an SP2 combo.
Post state activate.
Baited.
No, run up, baited.
Does he go for the 3-touch? He goes for the 3-touch. That is not a bad idea. Oh wait, he just reached sublimation. Now it's a bad idea. Because like getting 3 touches here and not helping him build sublimation would have been big. That's a combo.
Hello. And he believed in the hit 50%. This time. The confidence works a little better with the other water bender.
For free,
Lost
bro.
It's this next touch. Yeah, the Kaien got damaged like that. He's a Heavenly Soul for a reason. 2 Heavenly Souls doing battle, and Faiz wants to be the one who stays on top. Kaien's yet to win a championship, and Bankai Ichigo's not the one to let this slip. Faiz holding on to this win, gets this kill afterwards. Finally, this should be foregone now that he's in sublimation. The other guy will show up. If Sudrops can manage to get this kill and not get looped again.
Yeah, now Faiz needs a soul break, and Sudrops needs a couple of touches. He's about to get sublimation as well.
Just a couple.
Which is, you know, he doesn't need sublimation for the stocks anymore, but it's always useful for... Oh! You're always useful for the damage buff. Of course. Punish.
Yeah, the damage buff is actually fun.
SP2.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Next touch kills.
Look at all that reverse. Just as I say that, G-Man, he goes in with the next hit. Finish the job. Bring out the other guy. We need to clean this up as fast as possible. Dodge and dip those Ceros. This might be the perfect time to show off if you got side steps like that, Sudrops. You're not going to have a choice.
Alright, here comes the full hollow. And I actually don't know how many combos Kaien needs to take down the full hollow. He's not in Spirit Drive yet.
Probably won't.
So his damage isn't crazy. Yeah, 1 depending on the hit. I think if he starts with his tilt, maybe.
Yeah, remember that crazy combo that Tyr got before he gave up on her to kill this full hollow? Master Lord died one combo and she wasn't in Spirit Drive. She just had 100 EX bar locked and a full current gauge. But bro is getting smacked up. Take it to the SmackDown Hotel. Run up five.
3 times
Wants
in
to
a
kill
row.
immediately.
It's the same mix-up.
Goodness gracious.
It's the same mix-up 3
Exposed
times
with
in
the
a
hits.
row. What are you doing?
Throw! He got the throw again. He's just walking right into Vice's jaws. The run up. Sudras finally gets his hit. Could this be the kill here? 100 gone.
Nah, SP2.
No, I can't do it here. It's a free activation of flow state. That's another block for SP2 as well. Run
No
up, throw.
shot.
He didn't it. Are you crazy, Vice? You almost had it. Kill locked. Hold R2. Didn't lock. Why did you let go?
No, it wasn't gonna land. Like, he's not on red health. So he thought
Right,
he
White.
would. He thought he would.
Oh,
No,
right.
you-
That's exactly why White didn't work for tier. And we said it was, yeah, no, but still, we shouldn't have given up on the tier. But Kain is actually doing dividends. Should he get this kill, it could be championship point, or we could go for a final game, game 9.
Now,
Running
here's the
up,
interesting
Sudras
part.
trying
He
his
has
best.
3 bars of reverse, so he can kind of try to do a flash step for free and still have blue. Blue. Or not? I guess not.
You got meter to finish it. What are you doing?
He's gonna
It's
go
soul
for
break.
timeouts. He's gonna go for timeouts.
But can he stall long enough? 30 seconds on the clock. Sudras
It's a big
has
question.
all the time in the
It's a
world to
big
get this hit.
question.
Not even Spirit Drive. It's random Keycon time. Clutch situation. Who's more clutch? It's normally Fives, but Sudras can actually lead it to a final match situation. Block the tilt. He's still backing off. He's want to base him to an unfavorable situation. He tried the heavy. It wasn't enough to close
he
it out.
can
10
stay
seconds
there.
on the clock. He got. Oh, but it's on the.
Oh, you
He
kick
got
on
the
quick.
head and he went
Kick on
over.
quick. Wait.
Game 9 is locked.
3. Hang on. He's got to hit it. He got it. Wow.
Game 9 is
Down
locked.
to the wire. Sudrops ties it all up. 4-4 with 0 on the clock. And we're gonna go to a final game. Game number 9 for the title of Wanted Champion. Holy crap, the Kain is working.
Drops for securing game 9. I hereby sincerely apologize for doubting Kain and calling him an inferior waterbender.
What?
Maybe that was a bit too mean.
No,
on my
what?
side.
Fies, wait,
I know.
what?
Is he counterpicking? He has no choice.
No
It is
shot.
a final game situation.
Shout
Please don't do a
outs to-
counterpick tier. We've seen your tier.
Oh my
We've
God.
seen your tier.
Oh my
Unless you're better like Sudrops is doing with this tier. Sudrops had a whole hyperbolic training chamber arc. I don't know how it's working, but it is. It's leading you this far. And this kind is that strong. Think about it. Baka Ichigo isn't bad.
Uh-oh.
It's just that you could lose your title on your first defense against someone as strong as this. Maybe it's just a matchup thing. It's all in the mind.
It's all
Wait,
in
who
the
else?
mind.
Counterpick Ulquiorra.
It's all in the
Counterpick
mind.
Ulquiorra.
But shoutouts to Potato and Gabriel for claiming them codes on the Matcherino. 21 codes remaining still. If you guys want to increase that prize pool for free, you can. You can do it just by heading over to the Matcherino and hitting the claim code button. Yeah, I mean, he's hovering
Who's
that
Aizen?
character
No.
select screen. He's thinking about it. Thinking about it hard. I don't know where he's going to go.
Whoever claim codes gets to pick who Vice plays next. Now I'm playing. I think he's just taking the time to breathe. He hasn't even flinched off of this. I'm pretty sure he's meditating. It's all up to this. He could lose his title in the first defense, and the Ascension arc comes to an unfavorable halt. And Sudrops walks away as champion, walks into future title defenses, and puts himself in the top 3 contention. Fies, I thought it was you and Hilly. I'm not so sure anymore. We could just go.
The two of them are 100% talking right now. The two of them are 100%. You know, the Helia coaching is happening
coaching
right this
it's
moment.
Real.
Right this moment. The
We're
coaching
actually
is
witnessing
real.
coaching, but we
We
can't see
hear
the
it. We
cameras.
can't
This
hear it.
isn't like every other it's not like every other
Ruken
tournament
with
where
another
we can
claim
actually-
code, bring us to $13. Thank you so much. 20 codes left. That is another $5, by the way.
Ain't no freaking way. Oh,
No. He
thought
thought
you picked
about
the
it. He
blue
thought
thing.
about the siphon. He thought about the siphon.
that's what
He's ready
Sudrops
up.
didn't realize. It's the player matchup. I keep saying this excessively because it's so real. It's very rare that people lose to characters. If they lose to a character, I will tell you. But no, it's normally because they're using their character's options to their best the best of their abilities. Flash Step was selling him. He just needed to projectile less. He needed to lose neutral less. He was actually playing, you know what it was? Fives was playing like Prime Sudrops, very defensive. And Sudrops is playing like Prime Fives, very offensive. They are switch personalities.
Yeah, and I think what put him in check was like Sudrops' defense with those perfect flash steps. It made him question all offense. And so yeah, I see the switch, the role switching you're mentioning. Now it's Sudrops that's not reading up, so I wonder what's going on there.
Neither of them are. I think he's just waiting for Fives to hit it. Fives finally does. We're locked. Take your time.
Let's go, Sue.
It is game 9. After this, there's no second chance. Place your bets, y'all. We're doing this now. Run your claim codes. Now you do it. Thank you. You realize what's at stake. The wanted title can literally go both ways, to either the champion or the challenger. And the challenger literally has the champion on the ropes.
Yes,
Lend them
sir.
your energy, whichever way it goes. Final freaking game situation. Final game. Fives versus Sudrops. The champion with this last shot, holding true with this Heavenly King Baka Ichigo against the lower, honestly the lowest of the top 4, Kaien, who's actually gonna make everybody question what they know about everything. Whoever wins this walks away with the title.
Shout out to Kaito Kana and RTVX for the claiming of the codes. The predictions are live one last time for today's Wanted, folks. Game number 9. We went all the way, and this was an unlikely challenger. I don't think anyone had Sudrops making it all the way into game number 9 with a tier first and then with a Kaien. Sure is cooking and now has a real shot at the title. But this is Fives we're talking about. He's going to whiff that throw. He's going to give Kaien the early lead.
Hey man, honestly, for Sudrops, in the story, it's the right place at the right freaking time. Definitely not that heavy tilt though. He was way out of mid-range. He was at a long range, so it just hit with the tipper. Perfect opportunity to Fives to start his offense. DP got backdash. Good try, but it actually wasn't that good. First kill for Sudrops, even though he's not an evolution.
He takes a 2.
He knows he's gonna 3-touch very well.
Alright, so he's going for a 2-3-4, I guess.
Certainly. If Fives gets the next kill, he can definitely win this. He only whittled down Sudrops to 50%, which is very uncharacteristic for Fives. Very uncharacteristic. Normally lands close to 30%, loses to flash steps like that. I think that was a perfect opportunity to wait.
I think that was a
Fives
combo.
may
Actually.
realize
Like he got a hit with Getsuga on counter hit, but maybe it was a bit too late to confirm it, and so the combo didn't work. This is a punish against Ichigo. If you're a Kaien main, you know that in flow state, your flash string, your heavy string is actually safe against many characters, but not all of them. So if you are playing Kaien, you gotta know who you're playing against to know if you can just mash the heavies or not. And against Ichigo, you cannot. Apparently.
Dude, he's
I didn't know that.
sidestepping. Game 9 Sudrops knows how to sidestep all of a sudden.
That's a punish. No, didn't punish. If the tilt ends so close to the character, yeah, you can actually just take your turn.
God damn. You know what's rough? He actually got caught out of a backdash. Had he stayed completely still, he could have gotten the sweep punish on that flash step. It did not happen. Flow state is active. He did just hit the button, so it's not going to last a lot longer. He can't charge it because Fives is making sure he doesn't.
That's
the meter's there for flash step. How does Fives bait this?
You gotta stop mashing that heavy attack against Ichigo. You can't just do it. You gotta confirm.
Finally, he gets his first kill. About damn time. 4-5, not enough. God damn.
He's actually gonna evolve, so this is not terrible. Because the kill here is gonna help you reach Spirit Drive and Sublimation and get those big buffs for damage. There's the grab.
Great punish.
This kills. This kills. You're gonna build Sublimation from this big ass combo, and you're gonna get the kill because you still have Flash Step.
He could wait it out if it doesn't.
Oh, just Flash Step now. No?
Empty?
Oh, he's gonna save it.
He's not sure. He's not sure.
About what? That kills for sure.
He wants to tank a few hits.
Oh no, he's so close to Sublimation. He's so close to Sublimation, he doesn't want to get the kill. That would be a waste. I see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Sudrops runs up. The Great White got blocked. The tech as well. He's not letting anything slip up. He needs his 5 and 4 desperately. Kaien doesn't know how to revive himself. Not fast enough to punish the dash attack. Sudrops does it again. Again with the whiff. Just a random aura. He needs this hit desperately. That's why he just decided to pop it randomly. That's the third time. And he gets it the fourth. Get your kill, Fies.
What is that grab? He doesn't get the kill. He doesn't have the meter now. He's going to try to snipe. He's going to barrage those Getsugas because there is no flash step meter over on Sudrops' side. So he can safely do this until that meter comes out. And the sidestep from Sudrops is going to get caught by the Getsuga. That's why these projectiles are so good. It's a diagonal projectile that often catches sidesteps. So, Fies. He's going to get a big soul destruction. One touch away from a kill. That's a SP2 combo. On sublimation.
Totally winnable for Fies. It would actually be a crazy comeback if Sudrops actually finds a way to fight his way out of this. He held the flow state, so it's a long longer. Actually, it was SP2. Goodness gracious, he matched again!
Fies was late on the punish there.
Yeah, he's been late on a lot of punishes so far. So bad it got me.
That looked like a yellow bait. That looked like a yellow bait, not gonna lie. I'm surprised he didn't pop yellow.
Goodness for him, the Hilly Coach is actually kind of working because Reawakening will still be active should Sudrops push him to that border. He's getting close to 100 meter, so he definitely needs to land this combo now or never with no other opportunity that he's gonna get, for lack of a better term. Gets blocked, backdash, Getsuga doesn't find his mark. Guard is real low. It's time to do the cutscene combo. Go in, Fies, you've got to go. Get your damage. The bait, nothing happened, and the tech afterwards. Now Fies has to start all over again, but his hits are actually working dividends. 50 health, Sudrops is low.
Gets a hit with Aura build. Takes his turn. DP from Fies.
Taste of your own medicine, Sudrops. The DP works better. That's the second time. This is gonna hurt. Is it close to 100? Not even close. All that reverse. It's time to start baiting flash steps. Pops the white snake. Here's Spirit Drive.
Another grab with Spirit Drive SP2. This is massive damage. One more touch, and we're gonna have a full hollow on our hands. Plus, he just popped white, so he's gonna have a ton of meter to deal with full hollow as well. He gets the hit. The blue comes out immediately. The grab is teched. Hang on, Sudrops and Fies battling it out, and that is a bad grab.
He tried to bait something.
It's a bad grab. That flash step was great. Guess what, though? The timer
is now. Is winning.
What are you doing?
New freaking champion. New freaking champion!
Oh my!
Rancher Kikon just hopes for something to work, but is hopeless.
There it is!
Fies loses the title. Here is your winner and no wanted Bleach champion, first time ever. Sudrops.
Sudrops wins with a timeout. I thought he could just get the kill there. And then it doesn't matter because Hollow Ichigo only has 2 stocks left. So the health doesn't matter anymore. It's all about the stocks. And it would be safer, too. But I guess he just decided to wait for that big knockback and help that waste a bit more time, making the timeout a bit more guaranteed. Fies just went for the Kikon desperation at the end of the day. But Sudrops, after Fies defends one title, says, no, this is my turn, and gets on top. Portugal Sudrops on top with a 5-4. One of the sickest sets I have seen in Bleach. Make sure to claim the rest of those codes, folks, because he sure as hell deserves it.